Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs went into Madison Square Garden and beat the New York Knicks 115-111 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals last night. The Knicks still lead the series 2-1. Tip-off for Game 4 at MSG is scheduled for tomorrow night at 8:30. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians lost to the New York Yankees 7-5 in 10 innings. The Guards will look to get back in the win column tonight versus the Yankees with first pitch at 6:40. The Reds also lost last night. They fell 6-2 on the road to San Diego. They'll look to bounce back against the Padres tonight. Coverage starts just after 9 o'clock right here on The Fan. And on the ice, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes will meet in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final with a puck drop at 8 o'clock. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180 Weight Loss results this summer with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Joshua Perry in for Tyvis today, who is on paternity leave. More on that in a second. Lots going on today. We will get to all of it. We had NBA Finals last night, Game 3. Spurs got back in that series. They now are down only 2-1. What do they say about how, like, we know a series has started when a road team wins? It's like, well, it's all been road wins so far in the NBA Finals.
So it's been started.
It's been happening. But, yeah, that happened last night, so we'll get into that. We are going to talk with Tyvis Powell. Joshua Perry filling in, obviously, but Tyvis is going to join us at 7:30 via the phone, even though he's on leave. This is, I think, the 4th show he's been on, because I saw he was on yesterday with Bishop and Friends.
I didn't check that out. I just saw the screenshot on Twitter of him in this studio with Baker, and I just thought, what the hell is going on?
Well, we'll ask him about maybe I mean, if he came in here, like, I'm just saying, I got to know what happened there. So, like, maybe that's an old screenshot. Maybe that's what that was. I don't know.
I hope so.
People were sending us a screenshot. Chris G in the chat, he sent it to us on Twitter that said, Tyvis was, check out your boy, he's there. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm on the verge. I don't believe in snitching. I'm about to snitch to HR myself.
Can we talk about this for a sec?
For his own good. For the good of his marriage. Like, you took leave to go be with your wife and your family to help her with a new baby. Allegedly. Well, I mean, you know him better than anybody.
I think he's playing a lot of 2K.
Yeah, there's some gaming going on for certain.
Yeah.
I have this thing, not to just derail the show in the first segment.
Please do.
My wife has 2 younger sisters I've told you about. One is 12 and one is 9. And the 12-year-old was having some issues in school with her friend group and some bullying that was going on.
Yeah.
And so my natural response is, well, did you talk to a trusted adult within the school about this?
Yeah, that's a good call.
She said, well, no, I don't want to be a snitch. I don't want to be, quote unquote, scary. Is how the kids talk nowadays.
Oh, interesting.
And this whole idea of, well, I don't want to be a snitch. I am a snitch. I'm snitching. I do not care. What is the whole purpose of not snitching?
Yeah. You know what it is? It's for I've been made aware that it's for, like, you don't want to be seen as someone who, now that you have a chance to sell out everywhere that you came from and everyone that you knew growing up.
It's not selling out.
No. If you know someone, like that whole thing where it's like, we went to school together, you're really going to stitch on me? And it's like, yes, I am.
Yes.
I didn't do this, and I don't want any part of it.
Right.
I don't want to be accused of it.
This needs to come to an end.
Yes.
And I will do something about it.
Nah, Joshua, I just made a note that you'll tell.
Okay.
Is Joshua scary now?
I know for the future not to do anything in front of you.
See, I've learned multiple good rhymes. Like, I knew the one snitches get stitches, which makes me think, oh, that's bad to snitch. But then Tyvis has shown me the way of why do 10 when you can tell on a friend. And that's one that I didn't know.
See, and that's a good
more
one. Of what I'm getting at. Like, I'm not going to tattle on somebody for something trivial. But this whole idea of like, oh, nah, man, like I can't do it. And then you got dudes who are sitting behind bars right now. They don't have freedom because they wouldn't tell. You're a dummy.
Dude,
Okay.
well, no, they have honor.
No.
That's freedom. You
Okay.
have honor before
Sure.
freedom.
You're an honorable idiot. Okay? So let's get that clear. The situation with my wife's little sister, like, you are not enjoying your experience at school.
Right. Yeah.
But you won't. That's dumb.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
stupid behavior.
I get it.
Right. And so this is where
but
I
at their
believe in
ages,
snitching.
they think, but because they the frontal cortex is still developing. Trust me, I'm running into it all
I know
the time.
it is.
And it's like,
How do we speed
this
up the
logic,
development?
this logic will eventually make sense to you. But right now, you're just going to have to trust me on this. Do what I'm telling you. This is going to work. Like, this will help. But yeah,
Have you guys watched any mob programming?
Yes.
You don't
Oh, yes.
believe in omerta?
Oh,
Like, nah.
I'm very aware of omerta. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Honor, like that's you. It's honor. You either go out honorably or you go out as a coward and you go out as a snitch. And all
Well,
that
it sounds
stuff.
like you're going out either way.
By the way, Lamb of God, good reference there. Do you know that? You don't know Lamb of God song, but they have a song called Omerta where they literally read that creed and then the beat drops and the song goes.
I've just been watching The Sopranos and then watched that mob documentary on Netflix per Ryan Day's
Oh,
recommendation.
see, that's right. I forgot Ryan Day, big into all the documentaries. But
This screenshot also looks like it was from yesterday.
Yeah, I
because
think
that
it
was the
was.
shirt that Bake had on.
yeah. I think it was from yesterday. So like so he was on Juice yesterday.
Sure.
He was on with Bishop and Friends.
Big day.
All the shows adjacent to us,
Big
but
day.
not the actual show that he's a part of, that his name is on. So today, we'll get, we're not even sloppy seconds. We'll get, I don't know.
No, I expect to
Terrible
see him on
thirds.
like
Terrible
Good,
thirds,
Good
yeah.
Day Columbus. We're going to start seeing him on TV programs. But not 10 TV
That's
this
right.
morning.
He's going to be on an infomercial. He'll be on like
That's right.
just like anything you can think of other than our
walk-in
show.
bathtub.
That's exactly right. By the way, you bringing up that you don't have a problem with snitching, that's a good thing to bring up on a day like today because it is Tuesday.
It's Hot Take Tuesday!
You can fire off your hot takes. Just tweet them to us at Bone and Tyvis 971 or go in the YouTube chat, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and then drop them in the chat right there. As you know, we get to those throughout the show all day long. And I will say, this is a good reminder to listen to the podcast because some of you I know drop your hot takes early in the chat and then maybe you have to get out, you go to work or whatever. I may not get to it. We may not talk about it till like 8 o'clock and you just don't hear it. That's why you got to get the podcast. So go wherever you get podcasts. Search T-Bone and Tyvis and then click like, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. It's all brought to you by our friends from Capital Ford of Columbus. But yeah, that way you can hear sometimes your hot take. It gets read later. I just feel bad when people put it in there and we don't read it right away.
Yeah.
Now there's a way to hear it.
That was a good plug.
So I don't think this is a hot take. Let me be very clear. We're going to get to the story that you want to talk about. The college football story. We're going to start talking about that in a few minutes because I want to give a full. We may spend the rest of the show, but I just want to cover a few other things in sports before we get to the Brendan Sorsby, Texas Tech, the ruling yesterday from the judge, who I think is an idiot. We'll get to all that in a few minutes. But a couple things. I mentioned NBA Finals Game 3 last night. Spurs snapped the winning streak that the Knicks have been on.
13 games.
Incredible run that they've been on. But Wemby played out of his mind. He got back to looking like Wemby. That arena was hopping. I'm just going to mention this casually. We can move along from it. That man got booed, is all I'm going to say right now.
It was
that was
worse
definitely, those were boos.
Then when they introduced the Spurs.
He got booed. And I bring it up only for this reason, not to get into the politics of whatever. Although I think it would, if I ran things at Madison Square Garden, because I think like, how can we make this more entertaining?
Right.
I would have put Trump on the screen, then go American flag.
Right.
And I don't know if he was there, but if he was there, I would have found the mayor, Mamdani. Yeah, I would have found him. Just to see, I think Trump even would appreciate it. That's like WWE right there. Like, you show both.
That's the thing. I think he loves getting booed.
He does.
Yeah.
He's up there saluting. He was, and he got it, and they booed, and I think it was his granddaughter that was standing next to him, and they both got the same grin on their face. It was like, yeah, that's right. Of course. Yeah, but they booed. They did all that, and I instantly thought, like, when I saw that, I thought there are only a few cities in America, probably in the world, where, like, during the anthem, boos will come down if they, like, I'm telling you right now, obviously New York is built like that. I think Philadelphia is built like that.
It is.
I don't know if there's a third. I think in the running, like Boston, I don't think.
That's what I was
Boston,
gonna
no, Boston's not built like that. I don't think they would. Because I think Boston would be like, yeah, John, you're not going to boo during the anthem, John.
Yeah,
like
you know what?
there would be a little too much. Like there's certain things in Boston where they don't cross the line. Like Chicago has a lot of people that would probably think about booing, but
I don't
probably
know.
wouldn't.
It depends on if it was happening on the north side or the south side.
Well, okay, you lived there. You
Yeah.
can tell me more about it than I would.
That would
but
be
like
the-
Chicago seems like a town that might. I don't feel like there's like LA. No, like LA's not.
No.
They're not.
I don't think they care.
I'm not saying about Trump. I'm
Right.
saying about something they don't like. Like,
Right.
Forget Trump. Put like in New York, you put Trae Young's picture up in the anthem.
Yeah.
It's nonstop boos. Former Hawks player now with the Wizards. They hate him.
Yeah.
You
Bad
honestly.
hairline guy, too, by the way.
Oh,
Trae Young.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah. I do feel like if you put Trae Young's picture up for Knicks fans who like find Catholic Knicks fans, put them in Vatican City on Christmas Eve, midnight mass. The Pope is there speaking in Latin. If you put a picture of Trae Young up, they would boo. In that moment, they would I'm saying that's how Knicks fans are. I think Philly fans are that way. I don't know if there's a third city that would do that, but those two, you had to know that was coming last night.
Insane.
It would never happen, but if someone put a Michigan logo on the Jumbotron during the national anthem at the shoe,
I would be curious.
I think people would boo.
I would be again. I just feel like I think you would get some people to boo. I don't think it would be like it was last night.
Not even close. I don't think so.
The whole stadium's not booing.
I don't think so.
There's no chance.
Yeah.
They got the people who build the drones. They're like sponsoring the stadium now. We can't be booing the anthem. We got those people on the stadium sponsorship. Come on. There's no way. We're not doing it. All right. Sorry. Yesterday, a big day for people who hate one of the basic rules of sports. I mean, if you think sports gambling should be legalized, good news. Yesterday was your day. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday. Columbus police still investigating a crash happening on the east side of Columbus, just south of Whitehall, really by the Beechwood neighborhood, just to give you an idea. Both directions are currently closed on East Livingston Avenue. That's between Elaine Road to South Yearling Road. Definitely take 40 or even Main Street for your workarounds for this early Tuesday morning out there. Just keep that in mind, involving two cars this morning, one of which hit a tree. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Before you hit the grill this weekend, ask yourself one question. Does this need Paisano peppers? Burgers? Yep. Sausage? Absolutely. Pizza? You better believe it. Paisano peppers, authentic additive-free peppers, add the perfect kick to any dish. The only thing we don't recommend putting them on is your ice cream. And honestly, somebody's probably doing that too. Find Paisano peppers at local retailers across Central Ohio and taste what your food's been missing. Paisano peppers. Life's too short for boring bites.
Get everything you need for your next project at Menards. Elevate your home with new flooring from Shaw. Durable, waterproof vinyl plank offers superior performance for active lifestyles. Luxurious carpet provides warm, soft, underfoot comfort. Shaw has the perfect floor you need for your home. Shop our great selection of Shaw flooring in-store and check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Nothing feels better on a hot summer day than coming home to a nice air-conditioned house. If your AC is on the fritz, don't sweat it. Call the pros at the Waterworks Heating and Cooling. We service all makes and models and can provide great savings on a Lennox home comfort system that delivers that perfect feeling. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Services. Call us at 614-232-2222 and schedule fast service today. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Whether you're repping the orange and brown or shouting Hoo Day, the ultimate football pilgrimage is closer than you think. Ditch the living room, get the family on the road, and make the short drive to greatness and visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. From the backyard to the gridiron, it's the one place where every fan comes together to create new family memories. Make it a weekend to remember and see why Ohio truly is the heart of football. Visit profootballhof.com and plan your visit today.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Let's all give them room to work. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept! And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Warm and muggy for us this morning with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the day. We'll see temperatures getting into the low 80s with breezy winds. And then for tonight, lows down into right around 70 degrees with chances of showers and storms lingering. That does go into Wednesday, otherwise turning partly sunny and hot and humid with highs in the upper 80s and feels like approaching 100 degrees. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hot Take Tuesday. You can tweet us your hot takes at Bone and Tyvis 971. Plenty of time to get those in. And obviously you can hop in the YouTube chat as well. I see Rusty is in there. I see LW is in there. I see Alex is in there. And I see Tyvis Powell is in there.
Of course.
Tyvis was saying, because I was trying to decide what cities would boo a figure they don't like. Forget that it was President Trump last night. But the Knicks fans clearly booed him during the anthem. And I thought, just how many cities would boo something they don't like during the anthem? You know what I mean? And I said, New York is a city like that. Philadelphia is a city like that. I don't know there's other cities. Tyvis said Cleveland cheered when Deshaun got hurt. They would 100% boo. Again, I'm talking about during the national anthem, where if you put up a picture of Ben Roethlisberger in what are we calling the stadium now? Not First Energy, Huntington Bank Park, whatever it's called.
Huntington Bank Field?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, Huntington Bank Field, whatever. Go put a picture of Ben Roethlisberger up. Is the entirety of the stadium to drown out the anthem? Are they booing? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No.
I think there would be boos, and then there would be people who would be like, hey, don't boo during the anthem. Like, well, obviously the Browns would never do this. They would never put up a picture of someone that all the Browns fans hate. But, like, I just can't see most cities booing during the anthem. New York is built different, is what I'm trying to tell you.
They are.
Philadelphia, I think you would probably see it in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia would... they boo anybody, really. They're looking for a reason.
They booed Santa Claus.
They did.
Oh, they cheered Michael Irvin when he broke his neck. Remember that?
Jesus Christ.
He's laying there on a stretcher. They were just like, yeah, get him out of here. And it's like, wow, okay, that's something. Anyway, So if you have thoughts on it, though, feel free to drop them in. It is a Hot Take Tuesday, as I said. You can get those in as well, just in the YouTube chat. Send them there. Apparently, it's a hot take to think that a player who bet on the game should be ineligible to play the game he bet on, but not according to a judge in Lubbock County, Texas, home of Texas Tech. Judge ruled yesterday in what is a temporary restraining order, basically an injunction saying the NCAA banned Brendan Sorsby from playing college football because he bet on college football while being a college football player. All that's bad, including teams that he played for. He bet on those games that he was going to possibly even participate in, right? So they said that makes you permanently ineligible. You're done. Your college career is over. They have now, everyone has sued, and it's gone up to the courts. And the NCAA has asked for a quick resolution of this because they want to get this over with.
Yeah.
Well, the judge came forward and said, because that's going to go to trial, that case of whether or not the NCAA can suspend you for gambling, that's going to be heard and tried, and that's going to take a year or more probably for that trial to happen. So Brendan Sorsby's lawyer's argument is, well, while they're doing that, he'll just have to sit on the sidelines. And if you later come and find out that they can't ban him from college football, well, he'll miss a year in his prime. That would cause undue harm. So because we don't know what the outcome of that court case is going to be.
Undue is crazy, by the way. It would cause harm.
Right. Sure.
Yes.
But their argument is that, well, we need to have an injunction that prevents this harm to happening to Brendan Sorsby. So you have to let him play until the legal process can play out. So yesterday the judge said, agreed. Oddly enough, his lawyers suggested, well, he should get a 2-game suspension, but nothing more. And the judge agreed with that. So even in this weird effed up landscape that we live in now, Brendan Sorsby's lawyers said he should get 2 games, and the judge was like, yeah, that's cool, we'll suspend him 2 games. So now the judge can just suspend you for NCAA game. I find that all very odd. But bigger picture, here's the question I want to ask today. Is there a rule in sports that is as ironclad that if you break it, you're done, as betting in sports has been across professional leagues, college leagues, go out of the U.S., go to other parts of the world, go to non-stick and ball sports. It can be swimming. It could be boxing. It could be NASCAR. If you're caught betting on sports, you're done. The only other rule I can think of that's as ironclad as that one is you can't fight the referees or the umpires or whoever. If you turn around to the ump after he calls strike 3 and you punch him, right, you're getting thrown out of the game. You're right. If you do that in the NFL, you're getting thrown out of the game. Like, that one seems pretty ironclad. I don't know that there's any other rule like that in sports, Joshua. That's as ironclad as those two.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned doping. We were talking about it before the show as one of the things. And you mentioned there are even levels to that. It's like, some you come back from. Like, the idea to me is in any sport, any level, this has always been like the supreme no-no. This is the thing that you don't recover from. And we talk about this all the time when it comes to sports. You can beat women, unfortunately, and make your way back from that.
Yeah.
You can lie and you can steal and you can make your way back from that. But betting on games, the integrity of the game, quote unquote, you can't mess with that. You can't make people feel like they're watching something that is fixed one way or another. That is the worst thing you can do for the game, is what the people have told us until now.
Yeah.
Until now.
It literally, I mean, to not to put too fine a point on it, you can be next to murder, right? Yeah. Brandon Miller at Alabama brought a gun to a murder.
Murder adjacent.
He was murder adjacent, Brandon Miller. Like, they let him play. You had Ray Lewis famously lost his suit that he wore the night of a murder that happened in his limo, and he went on to have a Hall of Fame career. Like, you can have these things happen. Marvin Harrison had a car wash incident, I remember.
Don't say that too loud here.
It happened. I'm just saying, but these are all examples of guys who then went on to have careers and things happen beyond that, and we don't have to talk about that.
By the way, for the youngins, Marvin Harrison that played here's dad.
Not Marvin Harrison Jr. Right. Senior is who that references. Yeah, go Google it. It's fine. If you don't remember, it's okay. The point here is almost anything else you can come back from in sports. The one thing you cannot come back from is gambling on the game. And even to the doping thing, Like in baseball, there was a time where baseball said, shoot yourself up with whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We're not checking. We're not asking. We don't care. The NFL guys did stuff for years, and then they finally start putting rules in. This is like, there's been uppers, there's been downers, there's been all kinds of performance-enhancing drugs throughout the years.
Cycling, it was huge.
Cycling, yes, of course, right? But then in baseball, in 1919, the Black Sox vacated the World Series and all got banned for what? Throwing baseball games, being tied up with gambling. Even 100+ years ago, you could have put whatever you wanted in your body. If you had some, miracle drug that would make your muscles grow, right? You could do that in baseball. You couldn't bet on the sport. So yesterday we got an argument from a judge that basically said, "Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can bet on this, and you can still stay in the sport. It's fine." Like, I don't know how. This is, to me, bigger than college sports. This is about the integrity of the sports we watch. Like you said, you can't have the games be in question.
I think a lot of this is bigger than college sports. I agree with that. But if I were to take like my two biggest takeaways from this is, number one, people have been looking for, because we've been saying the NCAA is dead for a while. Yeah. If you were looking for a day that the NCAA actually died, it was yesterday. That's 100% agree. That is takeaway number one. Number two, and this is college sports specific, the thing that is going to erode the sport is it's not transfer rules. It's not necessarily NIL. It's not how we can't get schedules and postseasons and all the different things right in collegiate athletics. It is the fact that agents, lawyers, and judges now run the sport. Yeah. That's how we got here, is because we had lawyers, and boosters have always been running the thing. We had lawyers who were like, oh, we can find a way around this. And you have judges who are like, I'm just going to do anything right now. And that is my biggest issue. Everything that you try to enforce in this sport, there's a lawyer and there's a judge, and they ruin it all. And they set a precedent that you don't have to follow rules whatsoever.
If I'm the Big 12, I take this into my hands. I open an investigation, and I suspend him on September 17th, which is the day before their conference opener. Suspend him
but on what
Big
ground?
12 games.
Oh, you're saying you suspend him, and then if it has to go to a court
right now, and let it last 2 months.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and suspend him right before the Big 12 season starts.
This is the thing. The Big 12 has already started, because what is encouraging about some of this, and I'm not saying let's not pat anybody on the back yet, but there are signs that the rest of the college sports world is actually not going to sit back and go, oh, well, what can we do?
What's the Big 12 really going to do, though?
Well, we're going to talk about it. Yes, we'll get to that in 2 minutes. And I also want to dive in on that thought about the judges running things, because you're right. Judges and lawyers are running things. Why do they have that power? I don't mean like from the Constitution. I mean, why do these things end up in court in the first place?
You don't like the Constitution.
Well, I will say the founding fathers had no idea about like message board culture. They did not know. Like, they could never anticipate that a judge in Lubbock, Texas, might have the lunatic fringe at his door if he doesn't rule in favor of the local
message
school.
Boards, it was just newspapers and courier pigeons back in the day.
That's right. They had newsletters.
Yeah, they did.
They would write
they
pamphlets.
Had people out there
they were
like
pamphlets.
Yeah, they were writing diss articles and little pamphlets.
That's what Hamilton's all about, right? Yeah. All right, so 2 minutes away. More on this discussion about like what can be done in college sports. What is the Big 12 trying to do? And beyond that, what could the adults in the room actually do about all this problem in college sports? We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Way up north in Morrow County, we are seeing a semi-truck fire happening on 71 northbound. This is all just happening past State Route 61, right before you're heading towards Marengo. That right lane is currently blocked for you. We do have some flashing lights noticeable on our traffic cams this morning. Not so much delays, so far so good, but still an active scene. Be mindful as you're passing by. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Did you know that 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, but 100% of them can get their testosterone levels back? Low T Center tailors their TRT to every man to make sure his levels are where they need to be. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. Loads and fees erode your retirement savings. Let us show you how to protect your nest egg. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The AC stopped cooling. I'm melting in here. I need someone to come and make this hot air disappear.
In a flash, I'll be there to tame the desert air. I won't leave till you're nice and cool. You'll love how much we can. $100 off your cooling repair. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
So the NCAA yesterday got smacked down in court yet again by a judge who, it should be noted, I believe a lot of these judges have to, I don't know if this judge specifically does, but a lot of these judges have to get voted in every so often to keep their positions.
Mm-hmm.
When you're being voted in a place like Lubbock, Texas, and that's where Texas Tech is.
Doesn't matter if he went there.
Right. It's not about his, like, he's like, the one judge was going to rule in this case, recused himself because he's literally a booster.
Yes.
Okay, great. But then if the next guy is like, yeah, I really don't like Texas Tech, or I don't care, I don't even watch football, but I mean, this whole community runs on Texas Tech football. I don't know if I should, bench the guy, essentially, who's the starting quarterback that we brought in, who we pinned all our hopes on. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, that system is unfortunately what we have now, is schools and administrators run to these places to go, please bail us out. And, oh, by the way, if you don't go with us, you might lose your spot the next time a vote happens. What a system we have here in college sports. But and we can blame those judges. We can blame those lawyers for not doing their jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would a lawyer take this case in the first place? But Brendan Sorsby bet on college football. It's not in dispute. He admits to it. He admits to betting on games that he was involved with the team when he was at Indiana. I don't understand why the adults in college sports are getting a pass here.
I agree.
All they keep doing is, here's a prime example. Cody Campbell, who is the mega booster at Texas Tech. He's the only reason Texas Tech has been relevant in sports in the last 10 years. 5 years. I mean, like, the fact they made the college football playoffs last year and then got their doors blown off only happened because of him in the first place, buying up a roster that was like top 5 in college football. Here's what he said about player that he wrote a check for, Brendan Sorsby, to come to Texas Tech in the first place. That guy being on the team, his school wanting to get that guy eligible even though he bet on college football. Here's what Cody Campbell said yesterday about this. The unfortunate situation is the outcome of a broken system. I'm doing everything I can to fix it. But until there's a permanent solution, Texas Tech and its student athletes have to do the best they can to navigate and compete amid the chaos that exists in the reality of the world we live in. No.
All right.
No.
So it's funny when people talk about the broken system and then they continue to do things to further break it.
Yeah.
Like, that to me it's one of the things that bothers me the most. Like, we understand that this is a bad setup and we understand that things need to be changed and reformed. But there's also part of this where people act like just because you can take advantage of the rules, you should until there are more solid rules in place. And I'm of the opinion that we are adults with free will, and we should be guided by some sort of moral compass that would tell us that, and this is the thing that bothered me the most as we watch this unfold. Brendan Sorsby and his legal team never denied that he made any of these bets because they couldn't.
No, it's all out there.
The proof was there. But we're still going to find a way to get around this rule because of a broken system. Well, if you think the thing is broken, should you continue to further break it? I think is a question we should ask. And then for Cody Campbell specifically, he is one of the most bothersome, villainous figures in collegiate sports right now, right? Super billionaire dude, can buy teams. That's going to bother a lot of people. But if you broke, that's not his fault that you can't compete with
right.
that.
That's fair.
So we'll put that to the side. He is constantly politicking and doing it in a way that isn't necessarily to fix the system. He's doing it in a way for the betterment of Texas Tech and programs like Tech, which I think is a problem.
To your point, he's one of the leading voices on we need to get all the conferences together and pool our media rights. Right. Why is that? Because if you do that, now Texas Tech benefits from the Big Ten and the SEC's power in the media game. He wants that to be all joined up to benefit Texas Tech.
Yes.
Not because it will save college sports, which has been what he says it's for.
Right.
If note that all the schools in the SEC and the Big Ten are not asking for that.
Bingo.
Because they know they will lose money on it. He knows his school will make money on it. Exactly what you're talking about.
So he does that. He wants to be the architect of building these different programs, not just football. He's doing it with softball and all the different things for Texas Tech, which is fine. You want to know the reason why he's doing this? It's because he wants to be a celebrity. Yeah. He likes seeing his name in headlines. He likes people knowing who he is. He is somebody who will reach out to every network's PR department. I know this to be a fact. He will reach out to them. Hey, can I come on your show? Hey, can I come on your podcast? The man is a giant weenie who is now behind one of the most egregious violations in sports, which is let's get this guy who nobody can deny actually broke the rules to play because of this quote unquote broken system that he loves to manipulate.
No, it is literally like a group of parents at a playground, and one kid of one of the parents is just fighting the other children at the playground. And then you go, hey, can you stop your kid from hitting the other kids? And they go, yeah, I wish there was a rule here that you can't fight, but we have no rules at this playground. I wish the state legislature would come in and mandate that no fighting on playgrounds. You're the parent.
Yes.
Do something.
Do something.
You're the guy in charge here at Texas Tech. I'm sorry. I know that the president and the AD and all those other people, they're in charge.
No, he's running it. He's running it.
Kirby Hocutt, who's the AD at Texas Tech, if tomorrow Cody Campbell calls him and says, strip naked and put yourself in marshmallow cream and run around, he would do it. Because he's like, how much money are you going to give me, Cody?
Marshmallow fluff.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. I was trying to think of something. I guess I'm hungry. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, this is the type of thing, the power that these guys have, these mega boosters. Cody Campbell played football at Texas Tech, too, so he understands college football from the standpoint of... Yeah, well, he should. As a former player...
Jerry Jones played football once upon a time. These are the same types of weenies.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you're right. They are weenies in the point that he's now saying, I wish someone could do something about this. You can.
Yeah.
You can go to Brendan Sorsby and say, hey, man, when we signed you up for this, we didn't know you bet on college sports. Our bad. That check's going away.
Yeah.
And if you can't take the check away, then you can go to Texas Tech and say, hey, I made a mistake. I'm a billionaire. I'm going to have to eat this $6.5 million or whatever. Do not play this guy. This is bad for college football. And then if Texas Tech says, all right, well, we're not going to play him. We're going to kick him off the team. The argument might be, well, then he'll just land somewhere else. Good. Then at that school, we now make them the pariah and we go yell at them.
Yes.
But they have a spot in here. Texas Tech does. The reformers, the people who want to fix college football, Cody Campbell, has a chance to say, Brendan Sorsby will not play in this program. Kirby Hocutt could say, sorry, Cody Campbell, I know you're a mega booster. I know you paid off for this guy. He can't play here. And they could do that and have a backbone. But instead, they're all going, well, I don't know. The court said we can play him. This is the problem in college sports. They all say they want rules, and then the second rule hits them in the face.
Yes.
They go, I need a judge to tell me this rule doesn't apply to me. So whose fault is it? The judge or the people who go to the judge all the time and ask to be bailed out?
No, it's just a bitch and moan fest every single day. Every time any of these people get in front of a microphone, that's all they do is whine and complain. And then the opportunity comes to do the right thing, and none of them are... They're like, oh, the right thing, I'm going to do the wrong thing every time.
I get your guys' point with the moral compass, but also parts of me, how many programs across the country wish they would have done something like this sooner? Let's take here, for example. Why take the tattoo gate punishment? Ohio State should have sued the NCAA
well,
and just got out of it.
See, and that is where some of these administrators are starting to go is if this is allowed, then why don't I do it?
Yeah.
Why don't we do it?
SMU death penalty? No. Take it to court.
But again, like, what do we actually want as a society, right? Like, if we want, like, again, using that playground analogy, should we then go, hey, you know what? That kid's fighting everybody. Well, why don't I teach you how to fight? And why don't I give you like a knife? Like, no, you don't arm your kids to fight more.
Well.
The point is, I get in a perfect society where you can't control everything. But in college sports, you can actually control as a conference, as a school, you can control who plays on your team. You are the one making this problem. And they're all instead going, I wish someone would step in and fix this. You can be the change, buddy. You guys could fix this at Texas Tech and not play this dude, and then let someone else be the bad guy that does it, and then we'll all yell at them until they don't play him.
It's like the thing we tell our children all the time is, like, even when everybody else is doing the wrong thing, you can make the decision to do the right thing.
Yes.
And the thought process is that if everybody takes that approach, things tend to work themselves out, regardless of what the rules or the laws actually tell us. Right? Like, your laws should not be your moral compass. Like, if you don't walk away with anything else from today, just because the law says you can do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do.
Right. And I know people are going to say that's idealistic. Like, you can't,
these people
it is idealistic, but also what's wrong with having ideals?
Right.
It's college sports.
Right.
That's the whole thing. You sell us on ideals all the time. The ideal of the student athlete, the ideal of just going out there to compete for our local university. Like, that's all you have is ideals and honor and all that crap. When you throw it away, you're no better than all the other scumbags in every other sport. And if that's what you want to be, college sports, then this is where you are. But guys like Cody Campbell are exactly why we're in this place. Because they won't, go to hell, 100% right. Because they will not do anything to fix it when they have the power to try to do something. All right, Morning Wood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
For our east side drivers, keep in mind police are still investigating after a serious crash involving two cars, one of which hit a tree. It's happening still just south of Whitehall by the Beechwood neighborhood, East Livingston Avenue between Lane Road to South Yearling Road. If you can, definitely take Main Street or even 40 to just get around this traffic. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Hey, are you shaking a maraca? No, I'm shaking the pill version of Ozempic, which no one should ever do except in ads like this. A nice disclaimer. Hey, thanks. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 9 milligrams, and Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Ben Sadler, Assistant Vice President, Commercial Lending, on what makes First Bank of Central Ohio successful.
What we do as a community bank is really, listening to, that company
finding the solutions that best need their business and is not just a universal product that you could get anywhere else.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds. Playdates, checkups, laundry, diapers, work, groceries. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. But temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you. And every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to What Is That Thing? Today our guest is
Dr. Melvin Parsbrucker. I invented the sump pump.
Ah, the sump pump. I've heard Apex pros talk about those.
Yes, the pros who knows are true experts in sump pumpology.
So, Doctor, what is that thing?
You see, a sump pump is a device designed to pump out sump.
Sump?
For the pump.
You say the pumps?
Sump.
Sump. And what exactly is sump?
It's what gets pumped.
I want to be sure I'm hearing you right. Sump?
Sump.
And that's what gets
pumped. Look, maybe Apex Pros can explain it at your level.
Well, Apex Pros says some pumps are made to keep groundwater from accumulating and flooding your basement, especially this time of year with the big spring rains and the uniquely shallow water table in and around Franklin County. A simple sump pump can protect your home from tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
It's made to sump the pump.
Of course.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by KD HVAC, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
I will give some credit to some of the athletic directors who are speaking out about all this stuff going on with, the NCAA, Texas Tech. NCAA tried to suspend Brendan Sorsby. A judge in Lubbock, Texas said, nope, sorry, he can play this year. He's allowed. I will give some credit where it's due. This is from Kansas State Athletic Director Gene Taylor. He told Yahoo Sports, we've had some serious discussions about not playing Texas Tech. He said there's still a lot to be discussed. We aren't scheduled to play them this year in football. But it is something we have to look at from a college football perspective. This is greater than the Big 12. He went on to say, this was according to Ross Dellinger from Yahoo Sports. He went on to say, it's effing BS. I can't say the words he actually said, but he said all those words on the record with his name on it. This is a sitting athletic director in the conference that Texas Tech plays in. Absolutely good. He said, I know the kid has a problem. Well, get well and focus on your problem. It is absolutely devastating for him to be able to play when every other sport, no matter the level, deems an athlete ineligible or they are punished severely for betting on their team. Couldn't be more concise than that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it right there in a nutshell. I hope that the Big 12, which they are having considerations of doing this, other conferences are starting to jump on the board. If that is going to be very intriguing. If they could in the next week or so come together and say, you know what, screw them. They can go find their own games to play.
All right.
We're not playing them. Or we can play the games because we have TV contracts. We're not counting any of the results towards if you play them.
Let's think about that.
We don't count that towards your conference record. We don't count those games as mattering. They cannot win. They're ineligible for winning the Big 12.
In this landscape of shifting powers and potential conferences breaking away and haves and have-nots, would you do that to the one team in your conference that has the best shot to make a run in the college football playoff?
Well, this is where I need to, and again, like we just talked about with some of the other adults in the room, what do you actually want? Do you want the paycheck for no, I'm saying, do you want to have a sport where you can generate revenue and people actually will still enjoy this sport because they think this is a thing from the fans? where you will lose people over
agree.
this type of thing.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about, like, I know every Ohio State fan is going to be like, oh, Texas Tech's cheating. I will not watch the Buckeyes. That's not going to happen.
No.
But are you going to be, when it's like, oh, big, because what do? You work for a TV network.
Right.
It's Brendan Sorsby, and then they're going to pick a star from another team. They're going to put them on the little commercial. They're going to show highlights of them, and it's going to be like, boom, Saturday night, watch it, ESPN.
Right.
Are you going to be as likely to tune into a Texas Tech game? Other than to boo this
That's
kid.
what I was going to say.
Yeah,
hate watching is going to be insane.
But the overall problem there is, if he's allowed to play, it furthers the idea that nothing is sacred in college football.
Yeah, you're eroding the sport
and nothing
little
is
by
real.
little, and this is more big than little. But it is a further erosion of the sport. That is the issue, and that's what's going to drive people away.
It's a phrase I've always wanted to hear. It's more big than little. That's what I'm looking for.
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh my! This is Morning Wood.
I just doesn't happen often, but when I hear it, it's great. It's a great thing to hear. Morning Wood question number 1, Dylan. Go ahead.
All right, I'm asking this question to potentially piss myself off.
Okay, good.
Would you say that Game 4 is a must-win for the San Antonio Spurs?
Ooh, a must-win. You love must-wins. No. I mean, I think the Spurs showed last night they can hang with the Knicks. They hung with them in Game 2 as well, by the way. Like, they were right there, and if Wemby doesn't throw a pass into his teammate's back, maybe they win Game 2 and they're up 2-1 in this series. No, I think they believe they've got the ultimate game wrecker in Victor Wembanyama. When he is on his game, he can affect anything, but it's not. If you're anti must win, I can't call their game 4 a must win for them.
I wouldn't say it's a must win. I might have the hot take. I'll flip it back and say that this feels like one of those kind of hinge points if you're the Knicks, because that crowd and that environment and all the people, how long it's been since they've had a finals game in that building, like, I think going 0 for 2 on your home court in this scenario could change the mentality of this thing just a little bit if you're the Knicks.
I think actually, yeah, to your point, there might be more pressure on the Knicks to win this game and not send it back to San Antonio, now giving them 2 out of 3 at home when it's tied up 2-2. Yeah, you lose all your home court advantage you thought you built up. That's not ideal. Morning Wood question number 2, Dylan.
All right, so Caleb Downs was on the St. Brown podcast, a different brother and brother podcast that has the same
because they have
Brown brothers.
They have
on there.
Downs to Business, right? Is what their podcast is called. But this was not that. This was a different
St. Brown podcast.
Yes,
which I didn't know that there were brothers, but
there's Amon-Ra St. Brown and Equinemius St. Brown.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
All right, and they asked him a very interesting question.
I went there for Coach Saban, so it was really like when he retired, it was like I don't necessarily know why I came here, because at the end of the day, I wanted to go there to learn from him. It pretty much just turned back into high school recruiting, and then Ohio State was my second school.
So do you claim Ohio State is them?
I'm a Buckeye. I claim Coach Saban as my coach as well, but I'm a Buckeye.
How would you feel if you were Ryan Day and you heard that?
Well, he didn't say
right. He said as well.
He said as well.
Yeah.
He's saying, like, if someone asked me who were you coached by in college, I'd say I'm guessing he would say I was coached by Nick Saban and Ryan Day.
Sure. And I would claim Saban if I played for him for a half a second, right? Like I think he's got that type of cachet where if you've been around him, like, you're going to mention that you've been tutored by Nick Saban.
Oh my gosh. I drove a Rolls Royce one time in my life, and I bring it up constantly. If I played for Nick Saban for 10 minutes, I played for Coach Saban. I tell you how that guy is. Yes, of course you would bring that up.
That is amazing.
He's a legend. Yeah, you drop that all the time. Give me one more Morning Wood, Dylan.
All right, this is a selfish question that I'm asking T-Bone, so sorry, Joshua, but I need to know the answer to this. First, this is Kevin Love on Richard Jefferson's podcast.
Thing you watched on YouTube, bro. I don't know, sometimes I get really high and watch like Larry Bird highlights or like the old 86 Celtics, so probably that, like Bad Boy Pistons, I love that era. And then if I get really high, I'll watch like the early 90s Blazers or like old Sabonis highlights too.
So is this like a pastime for your peers to like get under the influence and watch Larry Bird highlights?
My peers.
That's what I want to know.
The dope smokers? Is that who you're talking about? Like, I don't.
Are good.
I'm not. Look, again, Dylan, I don't know if you know this. There's a lot of diversity within the white community. I'm just trying to say that. Like, I don't smoke weed like some of these people do, and I don't. No, I am not someone who glazes over like Larry Bird highlights.
You've never got yourself a glass of bourbon and watched a Larry Bird highlight?
It does nothing for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess wait, let me just say, I know some people in my community do. I don't identify with Larry Bird any more than I identify with Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson because they're all basketball gods, something I will never be. So I don't look at that as like, oh, but Larry Bird is like me. No, he's not. He's 6'7". We shoot the lights out. Just because we share the same amount of melanin means nothing.
See, I said it was a selfish question. I needed to ask because from my perspective, all of you just worship at the altar of Larry Bird.
Oh my God!
All of you.
The whites are good.
You are a stereotyping son of a gun, and I love it.
All of you. And that's fine. I want to say the whites have earned it. We have earned all your stereotypes. We've earned it. I'm wearing that. I'm just telling you, no, I don't. I'm not like Kevin Love. By the way, I don't watch Kevin Love highlights either. Be like, oh yeah, me and him the same. Like, no, he's an NBA legend. I am not.
I just assume that when you see POC wearing a Larry Bird jersey, you're like, that's cultural appropriation. Take it off.
Stolen valor? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
No, I don't think. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
The amount of cultures I've accidentally appropriated over the years. Every time I make tacos, I mean, I would have to. It's essentially a hate crime. Then, I can't. I have no room to talk on that. Like, let you live, buddy. Enjoy whatever jersey you want to wear. That's all good there. All right, we'll come back. We have some audio from a downright. I mean, I've heard some loser talk before, but there's someone who is supposed to play the Buckeyes who is engaging in big-time loser talk. You will hear that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Up in Morrow County, the right lane is still blocked on 71 northbound, passing 61, and right before you're heading towards Marengo after a semi-truck caught on fire. Police do have it under control, looking a lot better this morning, but may cause some delays, so just a heads up as you're making your way out the door. I'm 10 TV's Karina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
When it's time to ask life's biggest question, make sure your ring says it all. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and we've been helping couples say yes for over 78 years. From brilliant cuts to better prices, the quality and selection of our diamonds is unmatched. Because diamonds aren't just our business, they're our legacy. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Salmo Road or Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com. Bigger diamonds, better prices, guaranteed.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
When it's too hot to go out, it's definitely too hot for your AC to go out. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Pros are here to help. We offer fast repair and AC replacement for any cooling system when you need it. Plus, we're a premier Lennox dealer and can install an energy-efficient system for a great price. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit us online at thewaterworks.com. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
before the lights go down, before the first chord hits. Start your night the right way with Jameson Irish Whiskey at the ultimate pre-concert party. Join us at the O on Lane for ice-cold drinks, great vibes, and the smooth taste of Jameson flowing all night long. Grab your crew, raise a glass, and get concert ready with Jameson specials, music, and the kind of energy that only happens before the show. Jameson at the O on Lane, where the night really begins. Drink responsibly. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025. Imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Your plate is full every morning thanks to the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. Freshly brewed coffee, a hearty breakfast sandwich with a freshly cracked egg, and a daily baked donut. All of that for just $6. Yeah, that is a full plate for sure, but it's one less thing on your plate to worry about. So enjoy it to its fullest. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons, at participating U.S. restaurants.
Experience the adrenaline of Barrett-Jackson in Columbus, June 25th to 27th at the Ohio Expo Center and State Fairgrounds. See hundreds of no-reserve collector cars cross the auction block and sell to the highest bidder. Take in the lively exhibitor marketplace, engage with interactive sponsor displays, and enjoy a wide selection of food and drink options. It's an exciting, high-octane event for fans of all ages. Advance tickets on sale now for the world's greatest collector car auctions at Barrett-Jackson.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs went into Madison Square Garden and beat the New York Knicks 115-111 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals last night. The Knicks still lead the series 2-1. Tip-off for Game 4 at MSG is scheduled for tomorrow night at 8:30. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians lost to the New York Yankees 7-5 in 10 innings. The Guards will look to get back in the win column tonight versus the Yankees with first pitch at 6:40. The Cincinnati Reds also lost last night. They fell 6-2 to the San Diego Padres on the road. They'll look to bounce back in San Diego tonight. Coverage starts just after 9 o'clock right here on The Fan. And on the ice, the Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina Hurricanes will meet in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final with puck drop at 8 o'clock. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty and get a cash offer today. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I doubled up today. Tonight, going to see a couple bands that I love. The Acacia Strain and the Callous Cowboys. So today I am wearing Callous Cowboys shirt, Callous Cowboys hat. They are called the Callous Cowboys. Yes, it's on purpose. Yes, they know that. Tonight, King of Clubs, going over to the continent. And I have not been to the continent since it was back when it was banging. So I'm going to go see what that's like.
Didn't really know that there were things going on.
There apparently are.
Yeah, everything you said in the past 30 seconds, I didn't know about until I met you.
That's okay. It's fine. I'm telling you, like, this is Callous Cowboys I've seen now in 5 different states, I want to say. Now, obviously, I've seen them in Columbus a few times, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it tonight. So I've got the Callous Cowboys stuff on today. What can I tell you? It's metalcore, Joshua. You know metalcore at all? You know what, like?
Why would you ask me a question like that?
It's actually mathcore is the derivative. It's like the sub genre of metalcore that it is. Mathcore, where it's like odd time.
I thought that would be like education based.
Mathcore, and then he said derivative, and it's like, I mean, where are we right now?
It's
take me back to calculus.
It's odd time signatures. Your brother, the musician, would appreciate the complexity of the music.
Well, I ain't there.
I know that. That's fair.
Give me some 90s R&B. That's all I want.
That's fine. It is, by the way, a Hot Take Tuesday. You can fire off your hot takes. Just tweet them to us at Bone and Tyvis 971 or drop them in the YouTube chat, just like Alex did. Are you okay over there?
No.
What's going on?
I just read a YouTube comment and
from today.
Yes.
From our show. Yes. Oh, good.
Why are all these radio sports guys overweight?
Wow. Hey, you know what? I mean, I am. I don't know that you guys are.
I carry mine well, but I'm certainly overweight.
Yeah, PWL 2305. Because I don't know if you know what the job is. It's sitting around and talking, and people bring us food all day. That's why we're all overweight.
Why don't you send in a photo? Why don't you do that?
No. It's fine. It's all right.
No. Nah. I need photo verification first before anybody gets to talk about. And it goes for Tyvis too. Tyvis loves talking about my weight. Brother, have you looked in the mirror lately? We gotta wrap our arms around this issue and get some control over it.
Look, I'll admit I'm getting a little bit of a belly, but it hurts me every single time that every time my daughter comes back from her mom's house, she says some form of calling me fat.
Really?
Yes.
What is she saying?
Like last time
This is awesome, by the way.
Last time she poked my stomach and said, "You need to get some muscle in there, big boy."
Wow.
And then last night she was like, she was poking my stomach again. She was like, "Oh, that's feeling a little soft."
Look at you. This is good.
What? And I think she keeps doing it because I keep telling her that it's rude.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, you're not supposed to be calling people fat. Just so you know.
Kids are honest, man. My son the other day was like, we're doing things that are big and little. And I'm like, is your belly big or little? And he's like, little. And then he said, Daddy has a big belly. Sure, he does.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, I'm telling you though, with your daughter, Dylan, I think the answer is next time she says you don't have any muscles in there, you should go to her like purse or wallet or whatever she has and be like, you don't have any money in there. So I guess who's paying for all the stuff you want to do this weekend? I guess it's not happening because it's on you apparently because I'm not paying for it.
No,
Remind the kids they're broke.
She would walk over to her piggy bank and be like, "I have $27.
Like,
I'm
great.
rich."
That's cool. Take that to Dave & Buster's to see how many seconds of play you get on that. Be a lot of fun. Enjoy your 3 video games you play for a minute and a half. Great. Now what? What's the rest of our weekend going to be, kid? Yeah.
Can I read this from Tyvis in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
He says, I am not overweight. I can do everything that I could do in my 20s. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean you're not.
Right.
To your point, that doesn't mean you're not overweight.
Like, I could drive a car back when I was in shape. I can drive a car now. You know?
Well, I mean, Tyvis, I don't know that he could. We're going to find out the Fan 5K. Can he run a 4.46 40?
Well,
I mean, because that's what he did when he was in the NFL Combine.
Yeah,
Tyvis, can he do that? We'll have a chance to prove it.
Throw in the chat right now what you really think you're going to run.
Well, how about this? We'll ask him coming up in like 25 minutes when he joins us on the show. We will talk to Tyvis on the phone. He is on paternity leave, but he has graciously agreed to waive that privilege to come on these airwaves and give us a little update on all things Tyvis. And, of course, we'll talk a little bit about Texas Tech, all that stuff. We'll get to that in a second. I do have one more hot take to get to. This one comes from Alex, who says, Hot Take Tuesday. Joshua what?
Well,
no.
did
Joshua,
they merge together?
The names he merged, but I know what he means. Joshua Perry and Tyvis Powell have a better chance of playing again in the NFL than Myles Garrett has of winning a Super Bowl in L.A. Wow. I would say that, like, he must really think highly of your guys' chances to play in the NFL again, because I think it's very likely he's going to win a Super Bowl in L.A.
0% chance I'm suiting up ever again.
Okay. I mean, he's saying that he thinks there's more of a chance of you guys doing that than Myles Garrett winning in L.A., which I'd love to know more, Alex. Like, I'd love to know why you feel that way, because, I mean, obviously the odds line up pretty well for them, given...
I think they're the favorite now, and by a decent margin.
They have the reigning MVP at quarterback. Their defense was already stout. It just got better. Offensively, they got weapons everywhere.
Yeah. They now have they have the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year, the receiver who led the league in catches, and the receiver that led the league in touchdowns caught.
And they were like in the fight last year
they were in
get to the
NFC
Super Bowl.
Championship.
Yeah, right. So it's not like they like had a terrible season last year or anything. This is all right. That's fine. It's a Hot Take Tuesday. I like hot takes. That's good. Sometimes we don't need the logic. We just like the hot take. So here's some audio from some downright loser talk. Are you ready for this? This is the AD for Alabama, Greg Byrne. He was on, what is it, the Triple Option podcast? Thank you. I got it right, finally. Urban Meyer's podcast. He's on with Mark Ingram and Rob Stone. They were talking to Greg Byrne about this upcoming game they have against Ohio State on the schedule next year and the year after, home and home. Do they want to play that game? Here's what Greg Byrne had to say.
This college football playoff structure, they list strength of schedule as the number one kind of foundational item, but we have real concerns about how the decisions are made and who you schedule. We've got a series against Ohio State on the books. We want to play that game. At the same time, too, if whoever loses that game is treated as that's the same loss as if you're playing, some other school out there that maybe doesn't have the tree that Ohio State has, that needs to be recognized.
So they want to play. They're just worried about the ramifications. Sounds scared to me.
This is, again, I've made this take numerous times. The thing that pisses me off the most about all these people who are in charge of things, we'll just expand the playoff. And you, the fan, you might not love that, but one thing that you'll get, we promise you will get better matchups in the regular season. The non-conference matchups are going to be elite because there are going to be so many spots, and there's always a path to the playoff through winning your conference. You can be in there. And then we get these scaredy cats who are like, the strength of schedule metrics they're going to be against us if we play a team like Ohio State and lose. Well, first off, win the game, right? Like be a man and say, we're going to schedule everybody, we're going to schedule tough, and we're going to win them all. But don't lie to us either about all these changes that are supposed to be good for us, and we don't even get the good parts.
Yeah. It makes no sense that these schools are in charge of their own scheduling. Like, I know why it's happened traditionally because of the way college football used to be, but now it's such a big television product and such a big entity. I don't know why one of these networks hasn't stepped up and said, hey, before we enter into a deal with you, you have to submit to some guidelines for scheduling. And that includes the following. Your conference teams cannot schedule more than one opponent in the non-conference that is like a group of 5 or lower school, right? You have to schedule actual Power 4 conference teams in your non-conference for us as TV partners. But think about it the other way. Imagine how insane the scheduling would be in the NFL if it was like, all the NFL teams just handle their own schedules. Right? Like the Browns would have all these dance partners who would be like, can we play you 5 times? They'd be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We can't take all these requests. But the NFL handles that because it's one entity. It's 32 teams. They have their scheduling computer. And I say computer, it's a big board on a wall essentially that they've used for years. I know now they have some computers involved, but if you've ever watched them talk about how they go through that scheduling process, it takes them months to work through all the permutations of, we got to have this game on TV and we can't have a weekend where these two teams don't play. And this is a conference thing that has to happen. And this is a divisional thing that happens. You could do that in college sports. It would be a headache. It would be tough to do, but that would eliminate all this crap about, we don't want to schedule anyone that could hurt us. Too bad. Some central committee, I don't know, like the NCAA, but they have no power.
Best of luck.
No, but honestly, the College Football Playoff Committee should get together and say, we'll package the rights. SEC and Big Ten, you guys want to break off? Come join us. We'll do it that way. And then make it so that those 2 conferences play 3 non-conference games against each other, and then they play all their conference games. Make it 10 conference games. I don't care how many they do.
Yeah.
Find a way to do it so that it's not it's not up to these schools who run scared the second that they have a chance to go schedule a big opponent. They're like, I don't know if I can do that. I got to rethink that. No, it shouldn't be up to them. It should be up to a bigger committee who can say, this is what needs to happen. It's almost like they need robust organization in the NCAA.
Oh, you think?
Keep the rules in place so people don't get... Speaking of that, a judge recently... yesterday kind of threw the book out when it comes to the rule book in the NCAA, and some college football coaches are not happy about it. We'll tell you what they're saying next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good Tuesday morning. Over on the west side, we are seeing a disabled vehicle affecting that 70 eastbound direction at State Route 142. That's over by West Jefferson. The left lane and shoulder is currently blocked 28 miles per hour when it comes to your speed. A live look at that traffic cam. We have multiple first responders out there assessing the situation right now when it comes to your drive times in Madison County. About an 18-minute commute. It is getting slower, though. 70 eastbound between 42 to 270. 910 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
It's time for sun and savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, get a new 2060 Elantra SE for $59 per month for a 2-year lease. Just $59 a month for the drive into summer sale. This month only. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit $39.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year and 7.6.
Got this. Breathe. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus?
The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Don't wait for your AC to break down in the summer heat. Call Columbus Worthington Air for a $69 air conditioning tune-up. An AC tune-up can improve efficiency to help save money on energy bills and prevent costly breakdowns. Trust the local experts for reliable service 7 days a week, backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Proudly serving Columbus homeowners for 90 years and counting. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins Rothman and Ice every Wednesday at 12:30, and he works blue.
Okay. The NFL Playbook with Adam Schefter is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Indeed it is. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Warm and muggy for us this morning with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the day. We'll see temperatures getting into the low 80s with breezy winds, and then for tonight, lows down into right around 70 degrees with chances of showers and storms lingering. That does go into Wednesday, otherwise turning partly sunny and hot and humid with highs in the upper 80s and feels like approaching 100 degrees. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. Two men, one appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis Powell going to join us in about 10 minutes or so. He will jump on. We'll get an update from him on how life is going. Baby tsunami.
Imagine if he flakes on us.
Dude,
that would be something.
He should, honestly, for the bit.
For the bit, he kind of should, yeah. Because, I mean, so he was on yesterday on Morning Juice. He was on yesterday on Bishop and Friends. In studio, apparently, because I got back to my desk today, or this morning when I came in, I had three things waiting on my desk. I had a bottle of, like an old 7-Up bottle, glass bottle, from an old Indianapolis 500 that apparently Timmy's dad got.
Oh, wow.
When he was in college. So Timmy Hall's dad went to Purdue. He obviously, it sounds like, went to the Indy 500, picked up one of these bottles. They've had it in the family. He's had it. Timmy's had it. But he said, you know what? I'm cleaning out the garage. I don't need this. I want to give it to someone who appreciates it. Yeah, he has a bunch of tchotchkes and stuff in his garage. He's got stuff on the walls. So he gave me this bottle because he knows I love the Indy 500. I go every year. So I cherish that. I appreciate that. He also left a little Brickyard 400 shot glass.
Ooh.
So I figure if I clean that bottle out, maybe I could put a little something in there and then pour it into the shot glass.
Yeah.
Maybe I just poured it into the shot glass. The point is, that was a nice gift. The other thing waiting on my desk were two blue gum cigars. Like they're just sticks of gum that are shaped like a cigar, and it said it's a boy on it. And I didn't know if someone left that for Tyvis when he gets here, but apparently Tyvis was in yesterday, and I'll have to ask him, but apparently the reports are he was handing those out to people at the station.
Hopefully one is for me. You don't give your homeboy one of the cigars. That'd be foul.
Well, nice of him to drop in when his show is actually on the air.
Well,
he drops in when other shows are on the air. So apparently he wanted to see all of them. He didn't want to see us, Dylan. So I don't know about that. But anyway, we'll talk to Tyvis coming up in 10 minutes about all that.
We got a bunch of hot takes in the chat.
Go ahead, fire off a few of them, Mike.
This is CJ Mesenbacher said, hot take, Bengals will finish last in the AFC North. I'm not sure why Joe Burrow gets put on a pedestal when he can't do anything without the best wide receiver in the league. D still unproven.
Okay. I mean, the D is sure. I mean, there's that.
The Joe Burrow aspect of that interests me because I know he's really good, but there's also part of me where it's like he's hurt a lot. And they're kind of living off of the one season.
Yeah.
And so like I think I'm inching closer toward it's empty calories with Joe B.
Oh man.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'll say with Joe Burrow, I'm at a point where I don't think that you can on average trust him.
Yes.
Because of injuries.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
Not because he's a bad quarterback. I don't think he is, but I also think the best ability is availability.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're a bad quarterback if your backup has to play.
Well, that's
regardless of whatever the reason is.
It's not your fault, but like, I'm not blaming him for it, but we're talking about evaluating the asset of Joe Burrow, not like the guy. Cut that up. Just leave out et and see how that goes for us. But yeah, my point is like you're evaluating him as a player, not him as a human, not him as a competitor. I'm saying if the guy who wears that jersey, who plays that well, is not always available for you, how does that help your team?
Yeah.
And while we think that if he stays healthy, he will be excellent and help out, that's not a given either necessarily. So yeah, I'm not where the guy was who sent this hot take in, but yeah, I definitely think it's a big year for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Totally.
I'm someone who's been down on the Bengals the past few years when I feel like the general consensus has been like, oh yeah, this is the year that they're going to bounce back because like Joshua said, they're living off of the lore of making the Super Bowl and what's going to be 4 years ago. And I don't understand. I've seen people predicting them to win 12, 13, 14 games. I'm like, can we please pump the brakes just a little bit? I know their defense got better, but my God, we're acting like they just played the Rams in the Super Bowl yesterday. That was a while ago now. Let it be in the past. Let's judge them on the past couple of seasons.
Oh, that's fair. Do you have any other hot takes over there?
Yes. Coach Beard, he said the only overseas NFL games should be preseason. Regular season should be all at United States NFL stadiums.
I mean, one, it seems like a hot take because the NFL has just decided this is the way they're going to do business.
Yes.
But it really is not that hot of a take.
It's a valid take.
I mean, yeah, because who would get excited about it more, like people in the States or people overseas, to have a preseason NFL game? Like,
right.
We have tune-up matches for the Premier League here that draw 100,000 people. You know what I mean? And it's like their stars play for a half. They largely rest most of their star players. It's a lot of their younger players that play in those games. But I got to see Manchester United play Liverpool, or I got to see Arsenal play Barcelona. And it's like people get excited about those games over here because we never get to see those teams.
Right.
But now you're getting to a point where we just said it yesterday, the Jags game in London having trouble selling tickets for a regular season game because they've given it to a fan base that hasn't shown they have the biggest desire for it. Some of these fan bases in Europe, like Germany, seems to respond pretty well to the NFL. London has been, more receptive to it, but like at some point they're just going to get used to it like we have, and they'll get bored with some of the not as good games. If you make them, I think sometimes we throw the crappy games over to England or Europe and say, oh, they'll enjoy this. They don't get to watch games. But if you give them enough of them, they're going to be big enough NFL fans that they go, oh, that's not a good game.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to buy that ticket.
In London, they're used to eating trash anyway, so they're probably...
There's a hot take for you.
All right. Jacket potato.
Yeah, oh, God. That's with the beans on them?
Yeah, beans and tuna. Put some tuna on a potato.
Unseasoned cuisine.
It's Tuesday, mate. Yeah,
God.
no thanks. No thanks. So this is from a Dan Wetzel article on ESPN citing an anonymous Big 12 coach. Now, I wish he'd put his name on it, but whatever. It's a great quote. The anonymous Big 12 coach told Dan Wetzel about this Brendan Sorsby ruling that came down that said, oh, yeah, you can play this kid. NCAA can't ban someone who bet on the sport of college football. Who cares? Let him play. This anonymous Big 12 coach said the following, quote, if this is the precedent, then I owe it to my players to bring in people from Las Vegas to teach us how to gamble. Then collectively, we need to decide which games we will play hard to cover the spread and which ones we won't. I'm supposed to do what's best for my players. And in that case, they would be able to make a lot of money betting on our games. That's the precedent for me. I actually saw someone get mad at this yesterday. It was like, why? Hi, now we're just going to disintegrate the integrity of the game. And it's like, that's his point, dumbass. Like, he's saying this is so ridiculous that if we're going to let this happen, why don't we just go ahead and openly admit we're betting on the games now? Why don't we tell you it's WWE?
Yeah.
This is... You said this earlier, like the phrasing gets used a lot of slippery slopes. This is one of those where I don't know that we're being hyperbolous by saying it's a slippery slope.
Yeah. No, this one might be the slickest of the slopes. I mean, that comment is exactly the way a lot of people felt yesterday. Like I talked to some people within the sport. I talked to a ton of people who cover the sport, and basically everybody's like, yeah, I mean, at this point, I saw one that was actually great. They're like, players who want to gamble should just throw up a high volume of bets, and when they eventually get caught, they should say that they have a compulsion to bet.
Yep.
And then nothing's going to happen to them. Like if that's what you want, don't just place like 2 or 3 bets like the kids in Iowa who got banned. Right. You remember those guys?
Oh, yeah, those guys got,
Nobody's talking about
Absolutely
that right now.
right.
Those guys got banned, right? And don't just throw up a couple of bets like they did. Make 9,000 of them. Spend $100,000 doing it, and then just say, I've got a compulsion, I was dealing with some things, and they'll let you back on the field.
That's a great point. I forgot about that case till you brought it up. I don't remember. Maybe you do. Did those guys all sue the NCAA to get out of it? To say this is illegal?
I couldn't tell you whether they did or not.
My question being, like, This is where my bigger issue comes in with this whole thing is, yes, this judge made this ruling. This judge sucks. This is all stupid that they did this, right? The people in college sports who are saying we want someone to help us organize the sport. We want the rules to matter. Oh, wait, a rule's going to hit us? Let me go find a judge. Like, I wonder if those guys actually went and tried to pursue this. Did Iowa or Iowa State, whoever it was, did they go out and say, we demand these guys get and help them find a lawyer and help them find somewhere in Iowa where they could go put this case in front of a judge. They can get an injunction so the guy's played. Like, maybe they did, and maybe it just didn't go anywhere. But I genuinely feel like that's as much as the issue now as anything else is everyone looking for a way to get out of the rules that they all say they want. No one ever wants to be. The rules can't happen to me, though. I want it for everybody else, but don't make my school have to deal with them. That is as big as of an issue as we have in college sports.
It looks like the Iowa State players who got in trouble negotiated some sort of a resolution with the NCAA.
Oh.
I'm not sure about the guys who played for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Okay. Well, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they negotiated something, but they still mostly, it sounds like, took their punishment and moved on?
Like grown men.
Not like Brendan Sorsby? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
like toddlers.
That dude's
negotiate every punishment.
That dude is going to be, if he plays, he will be the most booed player in probably sports history,
he's
at least in college sports
security
history.
detail. Like, I mean,
oh my gosh,
they're going to be throwing things at him. Like, it's like you'll go into certain stadiums and they block off like the entrance to the loading dock where you come in. Like, people will try to tip the buses.
Oh, just yes. Yeah. Like, just remember though, this is for his mental health.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is so he can feel supported and loved. Mm-hmm. We need to let him play college football, where you will probably be booed more than any college football player in the history of the sport.
Yep.
In it, yeah. I'm sure that'll be great for all of his, everything he's struggling with. Mm-hmm. And I'm not minimizing actual struggles. Right. What I'm saying is the argument that this is the best environment for him to get right is laughable. All right, 2 minutes away, we will allegedly talk with Tyvis Powell. We'll find out about all things going on with Tyvis Powell coming up in 2 minutes. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, as expected, traffic is certainly building on this Tuesday, starting in southeast Columbus by Canal Winchester. Of course, we are talking 33 in that westbound direction at Gender Road, about a 5-minute commute as you're heading up towards 270. Also, for our friends in New Albany, be mindful we are seeing more slowdowns, especially in your area, 62 by that 161 intersection. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, y'all. It's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. Spent a lot of time pitching heat. Years later, the pain in my joints remind me of those days, but I'm not looking to sit still, and I definitely am not interested in going under the knife. That's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Not just for elite retired athletes. QC Kinetics gives everyday folks joint pain relief using regenerative treatments that work with your body to help repair joint damage.
No surgery, no long recovery, whether it's your knees, hips, shoulders, or back. My friends at QC Kinetics will help you get moving again so you can get back to doing the things you love.
QC Kinetics medical professionals will look at your x-rays or MRI to determine if you're a good candidate.
I trusted QC Kinetics to help me feel like myself again, and I'm proud to recommend them to you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, now joining us, the Brian Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Is this Tyvis Powell joining us live on T-Bone and Tyvis?
First of all, listen, man, don't try to butter me up. All right, no, I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, you have a bone to pick with me. This is good. Let's start there. Let's start there.
You know what? Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? When you go do your show me, what's the number one thing on that board in Fisher's office? What did it say? Let the people know.
Stay on time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that it took to 7:32 to start? The segment starts at 7:30. It's 7:32 before I get to speak.
Okay.
Why are you shortchanging the people from hearing me? Well, you don't want to talk to me?
No, I definitely want to talk to you
You
because
talk to everybody else. We figured there weren't that many things to say anymore.
I mean,
all that yapping about Iowa State, Iowa, and do some gambling and all this Brendan Sorsby. Nobody care about that.
oh no.
Okay, all right. Hot Take Tuesday.
That's a hot take. Now, I do want to know your thoughts on all that. I'm just curious, why were you on all these other shows yesterday and not on our show? What happened? Where was the miscommunication?
Okay, so you know I have this issue, right? And a lot of people know at that station. No, this is serious. This is serious. Tebow, you are familiar with the fact that I have, when it comes to 97.1 The Fan, my hardest thing is telling people no, correct?
Yes, and also at Chipotle when they say, do you want extra guac? That's also a tough thing for you.
First of all, if you get guac on your Chipotle, you mess up the whole thing.
Hot take.
That don't go on the thing. It's a side item. If you put it on there, you might as well throw the whole thing away. But anyways, so one, because I'm a company man and because I love 97.1 The Fan so much, I knew that they were doing a promotion for the Fan 5K. So Tito was like, hey, I need you to come on and talk about the Fan 5 because we're talking about 40 times. We need to discuss what your 40 times going to be. He said, it's only going to take a couple seconds. Let's do it. So I jump on. We discussed the Fan 5K. We discussed my 40 time and my training for it. That was that. Yesterday, I was in the neighborhood, and I decided to stop by because Baker told me that Joshua was going to Wally Pip me. So I went up there to see if my key card still worked. So I walked here to see if it still worked, and I was just in the neighborhood, and I just happened to stop by Bishop and Friends at the end. And I wanted to harass Ryan Baker because Baker misses me. I know he does. He hasn't said it, but I know he does.
I understand that. But you can understand, though, when, like, the show that works with you every single day that your name is on is like, hey, Tyvis, you're welcome to come in anytime. Now, obviously, you're on leave, so you do not have to be here.
Nor should you, by the way.
Like, you took leave on purpose. But then suddenly you're on all these other shows, and then I had texted you on Sunday. You were texting me begging to come on, and I said, whatever you want, man.
Jonathan, let's
oh man! Okay,
what day?
This is why y'all miss it because y'all only tell half the story. The full story is I text y'all Sunday and said, "Hey, when can I come on?" You said Monday or Tuesday. I said, I'm good either way. You said, well, let's do it Tuesday so I can tease it Monday. That's your fault.
Why? Because I said I wanted to tease it because that's what we're told to do.
That's another thing that's on the board. Yeah, you were talking about that board. That's on the board, too.
No, it's not because I went in there yesterday and that was not on number 2 on the board.
All right.
So that for this week, it's not on the board. So y'all can miss me with that.
The next time you have a baby, I'm announcing. The next time you have a baby, I'm announcing the name like the second I hear it. I'm not waiting. I'm not letting any Instagram posts come out. I'm going to undercut that announcement right off the bat. I'm doing it right away.
Listen, now all of a sudden, so let me get this right. Y'all know what's on the board for horizontal teasers, but y'all don't know what number 1 on the board is when it's time for me to come on the segment. It's very convenient for y'all to use the board when it works for y'all.
And same for you.
This man sounds sleep deprived.
Well,
Doesn't he a little bit? It sounds like he's had no sleep.
Get used to
just
that.
Rambling on.
When I get out of here, y'all are going to be in a world of pain. All right, Ty, I need you to recap for the folks who weren't listening to you yesterday, the training in the target 40 time, because I'm fully convinced, this is no shade to you, but once you become a man of a certain age and you haven't really run at full speed consistently, you're liable to blow a tire. So what are we doing to prevent that?
So yesterday, I actually went to the gym yesterday, did a nice little, you remember the fire hydrant series?
Yeah, I do.
Remember that? Okay, so I started
activation.
off with that. Yeah, a little activation. Then I did the banded hips. You know, when you land on your side, and you open up the hips.
Little clamshells.
That. Yeah, little clamshell. Got that going. Then I did me a dynamic warm-up, dynamic stretch warm-up, getting a little A-skips, little high knees and all of that.
Got a sweat going.
Couple little bursts in there. Then I decided to go do squats, and then I did some plyo jumps. Then I did.
Where's the running?
Leg curl. Well, I saved that for the end. So I did the treadmill afterwards.
Okay.
Did you do sprints or?
No, just a little jog, light jog today.
Okay, but what about the sprinting?
Light jog yesterday.
When are you sprinting?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to derail this interview, but I do feel like.
Oh, by the way, 446. Book it.
Tyvis.
Okay, that's
if you run,
I need the hand time. FAT.
If you run a 4.46, I'll give you $500.
Oh, wow!
But bump it to 1,000.
I'll bump it to 1,000. You can't run that.
I love it. Now, Tyvis, on the hand timer, you're going to need a friendly hand. It's always a good phrase to keep in your back pocket, a friendly hand. You're going to need someone who's on that ready for you to help you get that time, because I don't think you're getting 4.46. But I hope you do, and I'm not betting you. Because last time I bet, you saw what happened to my face. I'm not doing that. But can I actually...
I always thrive when people win and get bet against me. I always thrive to know. I love when my back is against the wall.
Can I ask a relevant question that I feel like all of our wives, including yours, Tyvis, will yell at you if we don't ask you? How's baby Tsunami doing, your newborn baby? We're 10 minutes into this interview, and we haven't even got to the biggest news, which is last week, 1 week ago today, baby Tsunami. He's literally just turning a week old, like right now. So how's he doing?
It's time for him to get a job. You know, we 1 week out the room. It's time. I've already neglected him. I done walked downstairs already, left him up there. His mother sleep. He's good. He's a grown man. All right, you get a couple of days out here to get acclimated in the world. Now it's time to get into the big boy world. All jokes aside, he is doing wonderful. Very, very calm guy. Unless it's time to eat, then he gets very fussy. But he's been really good.
Just like his dad.
First of all, listen, I don't live to eat. I eat to live, okay? I like you two in that studio over there in Dillon, who's probably starving because Josh will give him breakfast.
Don't do that. Don't throw me under the bus.
No, everybody's doing well. My wife's doing a wonderful job recovering. She's taking it day by day. Obviously, having that C-section and, getting other things done as well is going to be a lot for her body. So she's doing a really good job of recovering. Every day she gets better and she's getting more confident about herself. But you know how it goes. My wife has this thing where she wants to be perfect and she doesn't give herself grace, and she should.
Oh, look at that. Look at you being nice. That's very good. And great words of wisdom there. That's
for the people that haven't heard, can we get the full name and the birth statistics of the baby?
Yeah, it's the Fub Chancey Powell.
Okay. Dylan, just go ahead and hang up the phone. Just hang up the phone.
His name is, just for people, his name is Trace. Trace is his name.
Hang up the phone.
Trace Chancey Powell.
It's the thug.
Hang up the phone.
This man is.
We decided to go with it.
Tyvis, are you drinking the breast milk? What's happening? It sounds like you're a little high on your own supply here. I'm not sure what's going on. That's something else.
I may or may not have dabbled in it a little bit.
That'd be good for your training.
All right. Tyvis, we'll let you get back to your family who you took leave to go hang out with. Enjoy the time with your family.
Before I leave, I want everybody to know I see why Tom Brady did it.
Oh, my God.
Cheated on Giselle? Or what? No. No, she cheated on him. I think that, I forget which way that worked.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu instructor.
I forget which way.
I got this urge to want to get on the air and just spit takes out.
Anytime, Tyvis, you know the number. Anytime you want to call, just call Dylan up and tell him you want 5 minutes and you're back. I'm just telling you. And then, of course, you'll be back in a couple weeks, but enjoy the time with.
I'm a flake on him like JT did us.
Yeah, we still owe him for that. So when you get back, that's the first order of business. We got to figure that out.
Tyvis doesn't seem worried about the clocks right now. I'll just mention
we're
that.
way past that. I just want to point out we blew past our end time.
I want to get my full 10 minutes.
All right, fine. There you go. Well, you got it. Thanks, buddy. We miss you. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. Hopefully in person. Thanks for the baby chewing cigars. I appreciate it. I'll be chewing on
You're
those today.
welcome. You guys enjoy that. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Later, Ty.
See you, buddy. There you go, Tyvis Powell. He'll be back in a few weeks. He'll be back probably tomorrow. He'll call us something else. You know how that is. Ryan Day getting a nice honor. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing some new slowdowns for you on this Tuesday morning, especially 315 in that southbound direction between 161 and West North Broadway. We also have delays really developing for our friends on the northwest side of Columbus from Plain City to Dublin. 33, we're talking eastbound right as you're approaching that 270 and 161 split. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Nothing feels better on a hot summer day than coming home to a nice air-conditioned house. If your AC is on the fritz, don't sweat it. Call the pros at the Waterworks Heating and Cooling. We service all makes and models and can provide great savings on a Lennox home comfort system that delivers that perfect feeling. The Waterworks Heating and Cooling Services. Call us at 614-232-2222 and schedule fast service today. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Hey, are you shaking a maraca?
No, I'm shaking the pill version of Ozempic, which no one should ever do except in ads like this.
A nice disclaimer.
Hey, thanks. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 9 milligrams, and Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Take a vacation from high interest rates this summer. With a special rate on balance transfers at BMI Federal Credit Union, you can put more money back in your pocket this summer. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate to transfer your high interest credit cards today.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Getting older is a part of life. Feeling exhausted all the time doesn't have to be. If your energy is down, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, your workouts feel harder, your focus is off, or you just don't feel like yourself anymore, it may be time to head to Low T Center. About 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, and for many men, the symptoms happen so gradually you may not even notice, or just assume it's stress, work, lack of sleep, or just a part of aging. At Low T Center, providers specialize in hormone health and testosterone replacement therapy. They use lab work, symptoms, health history, and personal goals to create a treatment plan tailored to each patient because no two men are exactly alike. TRT may help support energy, focus, libido, body composition, mood, and overall quality of life. You don't have to settle for feeling less than your best. Low T Center works with most major insurance providers and offers a free testosterone test for men who want answers. Visit FixMyLowT.com to book your appointment today. That's FixMyLowT.com.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
Last night, NBA Finals. Game 3 in New York. First time they had a finals game in 25-plus years. The Knicks were up 2-0 in that series. They'd lose last night to the Spurs, go down 2-1. But at halftime of that game, Cardi B performed during halftime. And, of course, the Inside the NBA crew on ESPN now, they are doing the halftime show. That led to an interesting exchange. Charles Barkley, if you didn't catch this, had some commentary on the halftime entertainment.
We've been competing with Cardi B here. We lost. Hey, I don't know if those B's, that might be Cardi D's.
Might be Cardi D's.
That's a good line.
It's a great line.
That's what the song playing in the background. Is it Bodak Yellow or Kodak Black?
Shut up. Shut up. At least I had some frame of reference. Kodak Yellow. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. The Kodak moment. I'll tell you what.
There you go.
She had some Kodak moments last night for sure. That's fine. By the way, if your air conditioner never seems to turn off, worn out windows could be the culprit there, but you can fix it with Window Nation. They've got their buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on right now. Replace all the windows in your home, and you could get half of them for free with Window Nation's buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale. And of course, Window Nation is the place to go to because not only do they have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they do 50-point inspections of every window before it leaves the factory, plus a 20-point inspection when they install the window. But the big takeaway here is you can put all the new windows in your house, get half of them for free with the buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on now. How do you get involved? Well, it's very simple. Get a fast free consultation at windownation.com. That is where you go to find out more. You can see their whole selection today, windownation.com. So make sure you check it out. Ryan Day getting a big honor. If you didn't catch this, he is going to be getting an opportunity with New Hampshire, where he attended school, played there. He is going to be honored at a ceremony. It says here on October 4th. Now, I looked at a calendar. October 4th is a Sunday. So I don't know if University of New Hampshire is playing a game on Sunday or if they're going to just have a separate ceremony on Sunday. But clearly Ohio State plays the day before. But Ryan Day is going to be honored. He's going to go into their Hall of Fame, the Athletics Hall of Fame at the University of New Hampshire, member of the 2026 class. If you don't know, he played quarterback there from 98 to 2001. 3-year starter for the Wildcats. Day left UNH as its all-time leader in pass completions, completion percentage, total offense, and touchdown passes. And that is where he got united initially with some guy named Chip Kelly. They had a nice partnership there. Yeah, right. So very cool stuff for Ryan Day to get to go back and get that honor.
So I was reading Bill Rabinowitz's book about this most recent championship.
Yeah.
And they went into some of Ryan Day's athletic career. And it was so interesting, just like some of the stuff that they had. And they're like, he had a lot of inner drive for many reasons as a young person. Like sports was always kind of like that thing. He's a competitive guy. So he was like basically kind of like, we don't know if you can really play quarterback. And he went through that whole thing, ended up being a good player. And there was once upon a time he was playing linebacker too. Thought that was super interesting. Like I
didn't know that.
Well, there's this like image in my brain that I think about of like Ryan Day just absolutely clobbering a running back and like the ball just comes shooting up in the air, just like, diesel linebacker. So
yeah,
that's what I have to say about that. But congratulations to the coach. Obviously high honor to be recognized by your university in that way.
Now, this is all well and good. And it's obviously going to be a problem because October 3rd, you got to go to Kinnick Stadium and play Iowa. And then
just going to be so focused on
it's going to be a distraction. Fridge is not happy about this, Ryan Day. Why aren't we doing this in March?
Oh, my
We're talking about scheduling some foo-foo honor to go out there and get thrown out Great Yard in the middle of a season. You got Maryland the next weekend.
Oh,
Come
man.
on. Maryland is on the schedule. How dare you?
I know this is pure sarcasm.
It is.
But let that game even be like a little bit weird.
Oh, yeah.
And the real Fringe, it will fringe. They will fringe on him.
I mean, I'll be there fringing with them. I mean, look. Well, we have had a few times when we've gone to Iowa.
Yeah.
It didn't go well. I'm just saying, like, it's not like that's impossible to occur.
I guess.
But, yeah, that's fine. Good honor for Ryan Day. Nice that he gets to go to New Hampshire and go back to his old stomping grounds.
Have you ever been to New Hampshire?
No, I'd love to go.
I would, too. We should make a trip.
You've never been either?
Never been.
What are you guys going to do there?
I don't know. Get on a boat or something.
Exactly.
Get on a boat. Do they have? Is it a big water sports area?
Feels
I don't
like
know.
it's over in
There's
that
some lakes?
region where people like to be on boats.
Yeah, I feel like I get Vermont and New Hampshire confused as
Same
far
place.
as pretty much, right?
Can you say that?
If he can compare me to Larry Bird and Kevin Love, yeah, I think we compare Vermont and New Hampshire. They're very more similar than I am to those
New
guys.
Hampshire's got some coastline. We can get on a boat.
Okay. Yeah, is it on? See, I don't remember which one is like landlocked and which one is coastal. I didn't know that New Hampshire.
Vermont's got some lakes.
Is that the same?
Well, Maine
is next to
I know
New Hampshire.
Maine, but Maine is a
Got plenty
coastal.
of- the whole thing.
I don't know.
I gotta look at my map again.
Come on, man. This is
bad
what we
with-
talked about yesterday.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't feel
And
bad.
I knew that. I had New Hampshire pegged.
See, I don't. You like that word. You say that a lot. You've had me pegged. You've had this pegged. You've got that. Yeah. No, actually,
I'm not a big pegger. Just to be clear, it sounds like there's some
I don't care. I
insinuation
didn't say
going on.
anything.
It's
I
not
didn't
for
say
me.
anything.
And if it's for you, that's perfectly fine. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, but
I don't exactly.
I don't want to say I
don't
peg
judge.
people. I have people pegged as certain
I
things. I'll
gotcha.
put it like that.
I gotcha. I understand. Now I am looking. They have coastline in New Hampshire. I don't know why I wasn't aware of this. I don't know why I thought Maine and then like Massachusetts just touched and there was no room for New Hampshire. But New Hampshire's coastline. So you're right. We could go literally out to the sea if we went there.
We should do it.
That's
Staying
what
it.
Neil Diamond meant when he said hands touching hands. It's just all those New England states. Just all that
right? Okay. Yeah, that song's not creepy at all. That's one we should revisit more often than we do. Penn State took it away. I keep bringing that up. When it did, when the Jerry Sandusky stuff, they were like, we cannot play any more of that.
Well,
Sweet
I get it.
Caroline, done.
I get it.
Can't play it. Red Sox, though, they'll play it all the time. They don't care. What are college football coaches and the athletic directors saying about this Brendan Sorsby decision, him being allowed to play for Texas Tech despite gambling on college football? Well, we'll tell you what some of them are saying coming up next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
No crashes to report right now, but if you're traveling downtown from the east side, a really important heads up. We are seeing some delays really forming along 670 westbound, passing that 270 splits over by the airport. This is over by the Gahanna area, just to give you an idea. At least some better news for our southbound drivers. Good morning to you. Maybe taking 71 south, only a 2-minute commute between Frink Road to 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Scotty Vegas here, and I want to tell you about the best bet you can make this summer. It's getting a new vehicle from Krieger Ford. I'm absolutely in love with my new Bronco. The process was fast, fun, and no pressure. Krieger Ford on Morse Road. Best bet you can make. KriegerFord.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Bats R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Bats R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Bats R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Experience the adrenaline of Barrett-Jackson in Columbus, Ohio, June 25th to 27th. See hundreds of no-reserve collector cars cross the auction block, interactive sponsor displays, and a wide selection of food and drinks. It's an exciting, high-octane event for fans of all ages. Tickets on sale now at Barrett-Jackson.com.
Spring cleaning is when homes get a new twinkle in their eye,
a new spring in their step,
a new color in their cheeks.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
When that shiny truck from 1-800-GOT-JUNK arrives at your house,
it's a sign of a new beginning,
a clean start,
a breath of fresh air.
When your home feels clean and happy,
the people inside feel clean and happy too.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit us at 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
At Bank of America, we support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge. What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/GameChangers, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hey, Weekend Warriors, Austin Ward here. You want to know when your body starts talking back on a golf course? Cart path only. Suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway. You're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking birdie. You're wondering if the course has an urgent care. And that's the point. It's not just the scorecard. It's the whole day. Walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show. Bending down to read a putt without making that noise. Getting home and still having enough left in the tank for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss, support, and yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and the game, plus life after the game, feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
2 Reds Hall of Famers share a birthday today, Frank McCormick and Dave Parker. McCormick won the Most Valuable Player Award in 1940 and led the Reds to a world championship. He later coached for the Reds, and for most of the 1960s, he was a broadcaster on the Reds TV network. Parker, a native of Cincinnati, grew up rooting for the Reds, but was drafted by the Pirates and helped lead Pittsburgh to a World Series win in 1979. He came home to Cincinnati in 1984, anchored the Reds offense for 4 years, and tutored a couple of youngsters who became stars in their own right, Barry Larkin and Eric Davis. A red letter birthday for 2 Reds greats, Frank McCormick and Dave Parker, this June 9th. This date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs went to Madison Square Garden and beat the New York Knicks 115-111 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals last night. The Knicks still lead the series 2-1. Tip-off for Game 4 at MSG is scheduled for tomorrow night at 8:30. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians lost to the New York Yankees 7-5 in 10 innings. The Guards will look to get back in the win column tonight versus the Yankees with first pitch at 6:40. The Cincinnati Reds also lost last night. They fell 6-2 to the San Diego Padres on the road. The Redlegs have lost 5 straight. They'll look to bounce back in San Diego tonight. Coverage starts just after 9 o'clock right here on The Fan. On the ice, the Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina Hurricanes will meet in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final with puck drop at 8 o'clock. Vegas currently leads that series 2-1. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
It's Hot Take Tuesday. You can fire off a hot take to us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Joshua Perry is in. Has been all last week and all this week and next week. Tyvis is on his paternity leave. He will be back coming up later on this month. But on the Hot Take Tuesday front, we were just having a discussion about donuts. You and I have a similar problem, which is a sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm.
You said the phrase in the break that you've never had just one donut.
It doesn't happen for me.
And I can relate to that. Dylan, have you ever had just one donut? Like when donuts are available?
Not even if it's like a bigger donut. No,
right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, that's right. And I'm saying we know here, like 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo, who comes on the show from time to time. She has been someone who's told us, she's admitted she will cut a donut in half when there's a communal box of donuts. And that is instantly, I know they do go to jail on Common Man and Timmy, but that's, you got to go to jail for that. Because my argument is just take the whole donut, leave with it, go back to your desk, wherever you are, and then if you want to eat 2 bites of it and throw the rest away, go for it.
Right.
But don't let me see that there's half a donut, because 1, no one else wants the other half of your donut. 2, I now feel bad that someone felt guilty about eating a donut. I want you to feel good about eating a donut.
Sure.
And then you can go back to your desk and do whatever you need to do to the donut. Right. I'm just saying.
Sneak and eat the whole thing. We won't watch.
No, we don't care. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But the nature of cutting the donut in half, that one bums me out. I'm not a fan of that.
And then who's eating the other half a donut?
Because I've never met someone who did that.
I would eat it.
No, because I'll tell you why.
Don't you want a whole donut though?
If I already had a donut or 2, I would then eat a half a donut.
I understand that, but my whole approach to that is I have to assume that some portion of your dirty ass fingers touch that donut.
I'm not scared of germs like that. I'm not scared to admit it. That might be a hot take.
Listen, man, that is nasty. I watch people walk out of public restrooms all the time without even looking at the sink. They don't even look at it. Right? Like they put their head down in shame as if the sink is going to lock eyes and be like, you need to come over here. Okay, so if I see a half of anything, I'm not touching it. It's not for me.
By the way, this would have been so much better to Sheriff Tyvis is here, but I went to Cream Corner in Sunbury on Sunday. Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Sounds good. I'm liking that.
Great place.
Sounds
great
great.
ice cream.
Let's go there.
What caught my eye on the menu? Donut Sundae. A sundae on top of 3 donuts.
3 donuts?
Yes.
Oh,
They're
yes.
smaller donuts.
Oh,
but
yes.
I didn't think this existed. I didn't know. I was ignorant.
Are these donuts warm? Were they warm donuts and then you put cold ice cream on them?
So I tell you all the time when it comes to food, I love the contrast, whether it be sweet, savory, hot, and cold. There you go. Donut sundae.
Where is this?
Sunbury.
Oh, Cream Corner.
Cream Corner.
Cream Corner.
Yes.
I'm going to have to Google. Are they open you know how some places are, and this sucks when you work mornings, is that sometimes the specialty shops or the pizza places or some bars, they're like, oh yeah, come get us at 4 p.m. And it's like, 4 p.m.? Get out of town. No, I need you open at 11 a.m.
Right.
So I can at least kill some time and then go over there. Not 4 p.m. Get out of here. Are they open early?
It's funny that you mentioned that. Yes, they are open at normal business times.
Oh, yes.
I was at my girlfriend's house when we went. She lives north of here, and that's around where she lives. But in her actual neighborhood, our normal ice cream place closed on Sunday. Why are you in an ice cream place closed on Sunday in the month of June?
What ice cream place?
Are we? It's called
Chick-fil-A?
It's called Susie Q's, and it is in the small town of Cardington, Ohio.
Oh, all right. God.
Nothing wrong with small town places. I get it.
You go there and eat all the time.
You only have, maybe only have so many staff, but
I've eaten so much there in the past month. I should just go ahead and invest. But you got to be open on Sunday.
Maybe that's what they need is a little bit of infusion of cash, Dylan, and you can invest.
He's trying to give them cash.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You got Sundays off.
It's his business.
I just gave him a free plug.
Go sling some cones over there on Sundays. Get them open. Make it happen. But yeah, that's egregious, man.
I don't know if they're on the same BS as Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby, and if that's let you live. But I
like how you called it BS.
No, that's not.
I'm the one who's not even at church, and I'm like, oh, hang on, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a buzzer. I guess someone intervened. I don't know. I tried to play the buzzer, and then instead, maybe God was like, no, you're on the right path. The point is, all I'm saying is if you're going to be an ice cream place, some of these places are not open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They are only open for the weekend crowd. So if that's this place, maybe it's not. Maybe they're open throughout the rest of the week, and then that's just the one time they're not. Are they I may have been to that place, that Susie Q's. Do they have a restaurant in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Or they serve other food than just ice cream?
Yeah.
I think I know that place.
They got a bomb bacon cheeseburger that I'll get with a nice sundae.
There you go.
That sounds delicious.
You guys ever heard of, real quick, Luther Burger?
No.
It was like Luther Vandross, he did the yo-yo thing. So it's...
Bone, do you know who that is?
Stop. Yes, I know who Luther Vandross is.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I've sent the video, I thought, to our group chat of like him and Whitney Houston and like all them singing.
That was phenomenal.
Yes.
But anyway,
Great.
it's a burger, but the bun is 2 Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do this at the state fair, and I'm
Yes.
trying to get Tyvis to
I listen, brother. Screw Tyvis when it comes to that.
Oh, no.
I like gas station food. I like fair food. I'll eat all of that. A Luther burger.
Okay. Here's what we need to do. Because digital's always asking us for like, what can we do to go out and like shoot videos and do stuff for social media and all that? Why don't we get at least the 3 of us in this room? And if Tyvis would like to join us and not be a killjoy, he can certainly be a part of it. But let's go to the state fair and let's get one of the state fair reps to take us around and be like, we'll do the food tour. We'll try all the new stuff. We'll do little video reviews of it. Why don't we do that? We can make that happen for you, Joshua. But then Tyvis could actually go and experience new foods. And I know his take on all of them will be, do you really eat this? Do people actually eat this? And our answer will be yes. But I say we need to do that come
a
state
line
fair
of people
time.
at the stand because folks eat that stuff.
Yes.
I want to know how many different foods on a stick there can be at one state fair.
I'll tell you what, chicken on a stick still remains one of my all-time favorites.
I had steak on a stick 2 years ago.
Steak on a stick is great. Cheese on a stick.
I love a funnel cake.
Funnel cake's great.
Yeah.
Little messy. I always have to remind myself not to breathe out when I take a bite because
I like that. I want to wear it a little bit. I want people to know I enjoyed the funnel cake.
You should get as big as me and you wear everything because there's not a food I've not worn on my front of my body.
How about deep fried Oreos?
Love them.
Never had one.
Love them.
Would desire to eat one.
They're good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm sure.
Not all the deep fried desserts work, but that one, that's good. Deep fried Buckeyes, also good. Like the chocolate peanut butter Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Can't have it.
What are we talking about? I'm so off track now. This has got me feeling awesome. Oh yeah, college football is dead. That's right.
Keep talking about the fair.
Yeah, that's
saw Blackstreet and Drew Hill at the fair one time. It was phenomenal.
That's a concert that is at the fair. Yes. It's and I mean that in the I don't know if it's the best way, but I mean it in the way that
it's where they're at.
You know where that's owning where you are.
I mean,
and saying,
Cisco at the fair is yes, that's a sentence that goes together, and I love him.
There's still that he's going to print money at that. They're going to sell a ton of merch.
He doesn't make money off of the thong song.
Really?
Yeah, because he Live in La Vida Loca, he didn't get that interpolation cleared. So he doesn't he has to pay money every time that song is played. His biggest hit.
So wait, he took a sample of
the
Live in La Vida Loca and put it in thong song.
Yeah,
and that wasn't cleared.
He didn't get it cleared. And so now the royalties go elsewhere.
That sucks.
Boy, talk about a miscalculation. That's awful.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like Nelly has like a residency at the Ohio State Fair now because he's broke. So he just keeps coming back.
Who's at the state? Do we have the list?
Yeah, we have a full list, and he was just there 2 years ago, and then he's back again.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, I saw him in concert at the Commons.
Was it good?
Last summer? Not good.
Oh no.
I was very disappointed.
That's frustrating.
Yes. I saw Ludacris at the state fair.
I don't think I want to see Ludacris.
Says Styx is playing this year. Blippy Live, which
don't tell my kid.
No, don't tell my kid either. I do not let it. I don't know that this happened. Alison Krauss and Union Station. That's a good concert there for King and Country. I think are they a little bit. Is that who that is? I think they are. Nelly is there. Weird Al's going to be there. Blues Traveler, Jim Blossoms, and Spin Doctors. We talking about now that Dylan, that does hit me where that's an old
the
school.
Whites are good.
Yeah, that's Blues Traveler. Come on, guy lost a lot of weight. He's an inspiration. Their lead singer. No, he's not. I don't care. All right, college football coaches, they don't like the Brendan Sorsby thing. We'll talk about it next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Right now, we are seeing a few incidents popping up on our traffic map. That includes for our friends over on the east side, closer towards Bryce and Reynoldsburg. We do have a crash 70 eastbound. That right lane is blocked just passing Bryce Road North, so keep that in mind. Also, in this exact same area, just have some delays as more people head out the door 70 westbound. That's between State Route 256 and right by Bryce Road. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Ready to move? Open an Ohio Homebuyer Plus account at CME Federal Credit Union and earn 6.5% APY for up to 5 years. Ready to buy? Lock in a 5/1 ARM mortgage at just 5% APR. Learn more at cmefcu.org.
Get Eco.
ECO. Jerry, you're the kind of guy who likes to save money while you do good for the planet, right?
Well, that's why I invented the biodegradable doggy poop bag, Aaron. I'm ecological and economical.
Well, usually the most economical thing you can do when your air conditioner dies is get it repaired. A quick fix can give you years more service.
That sounds economical.
But with older models, those repairs can get pretty expensive, and it'll still use way more energy than a newer model does.
Which is less ecological and less economical.
Get Eco.
ECO. You see where I'm going with this, Jerry?
I sure do. As hard as it is to toss out your old AC and replace the whole thing, it could actually be cheaper in the long run.
Get Eco.
ECO. Are you really a big deal in the poop bag industry, Jerry?
The doggos love me, Aaron.
Get Eco.
ECO. Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Today, we're talking about how you don't have to earn more when you can save more. Okay, so you brought me this stat. T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That seems surprising.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I thought, okay. But when the experts at HarrisX broke it down, it was true for millions of families.
They have a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans and America's Best Network, plus lower bills. I'm not hearing any sacrifice here.
Which is what people need right now. Reliability, predictability. Affordable wireless service isn't a perk. It's a difference. And listeners, if you don't believe me, you can check it out at tmobile.com/switch.
Best mobile network based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Based on HarrisX billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. For more details, see harrisx.com/T-Mobile-bills.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
You know how every championship team has that one secret weapon? Well, your cookout should too. Paisano peppers are the MVP of burgers, brats, and pizza. And, well, pretty much anything. One bite and suddenly your neighbors are just stopping by to see what you're cooking. Warning, adding Paisano peppers may result in unsolicited recipe questions, family members showing up early, and your brother-in-law claiming he discovered them first. Pick up a jar at retailers across Central Ohio. Paisano peppers, making every bite the MVP.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
No matter where they're from, what they look like, or who they or their parents love, all students need safe, welcoming learning environments that embrace them for who they are, regardless of race, background, gender, ability, or anything else. Ohio's public school educators are dedicated to the well-being and potential of all students, no exceptions.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hey folks, it's game day and the betting's gonna be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right, you gotta pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Warm and muggy for us this morning with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the day. We'll see temperatures getting into the low 80s with breezy winds, and then for tonight, lows down into right around 70 degrees with chances of showers and storms lingering. That does go into Wednesday, otherwise turning partly sunny and hot and humid with highs in the upper 80s and feels like approaching 100 degrees. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joshua Perry in for Tyvis. You know, this story about Brennan Sorsby getting reinstated by a judge in Lubbock, Texas, where Texas Tech is. There's a lot of discussion about this. We've talked about it a lot this morning, but here's the number one takeaway I think that matters going forward. You tell me if you agree, Joshua. I think at this point, what truly matters now is if specifically the Big 12, but all these conferences, if the Big 12 will come to the table and say, that's cool, the NCAA can do what they want. We don't care about how much money we lose in TV rights. We don't care what the ramifications are for our schedules. We don't care if we don't get a team from the Big 12 into the college football playoffs. None of us are playing Texas Tech this year or moving forward as long as that dude's on the roster. And then we welcome the SEC, Big Ten, and all the other schools to also agree to that with us. We have to have some semblance of an architecture of rules in college, in sports in general, but especially in college sports. And this one is about as core to the being of sports as there can be. The games cannot be in question that someone is gambling on them while playing in the games.
And then Cody Campbell's going to be like, we're going to sue you actually because you're colluding against us.
Great. Sue us. By the way, I don't announce this until when's their first game? Like September 2nd? I announce it September 1st. Whatever the date is, I announce it the night before, like, sorry. And I mean, I let the word get out through maybe the Texas Tech boosters, like, or not the Texas, like whoever your school is, like, right. Hey, don't go, like, don't travel there. Like, we're not playing this, but make the formal announcement the day before so that, like, you actually cause them some real harm. Because
no, I'm with you.
Texas Tech is, in Cody Campbell, to your point, the guy who is the big booster there at Texas Tech, though they have others too. He's the main one. He's the guy who says he wants to fix college sports. And then yesterday when this news came out that his school's going to play a cheater, a guy who gambled on the game. The number one rule in all the sports you have is don't bet on the sport you play. Don't bet on sports, period, but not the sport you play in. Number one, easy, the most simple rule we have. He came out and said, we're all trying to navigate this very complicated system, and I don't know, we need some help here from the federal government. No. Yeah. You could say at Texas Tech, you're the main booster there. You could say, guys, we're not playing this dude. I'm not paying him. You shouldn't play him. We need to move on from this guy because we didn't know he gambled until he came here. We found out. We're moving on. Instead, they've been begging for a judge to let this guy play because they don't care about the rules. They care about winning.
That's it. And I agree with you in the sense of it seems the only way that this is going to get handled, not fixed, but handled, is if everybody comes together and says we're not going to tolerate it. Like we're just at some point we're going to have to do what we need to do. And as you said, there are so many things at stake with that. I mentioned the college football playoff, and probably your best chance is Texas Tech with Brendan Sorsby playing quarterback for him, and TV contracts that are at stake, and all these different things. You just make a decision that right now in this landscape where that seems to be the only thing that matters, we're going to say it doesn't. And the thing that matters is our sport and the integrity of it, and the fact that we're not going to let it erode away by these types of decisions that circumvent the rules and just go through the courts, and crooked judges and lawyers get to make the decisions.
Well, yeah. And again, though, the reason it gets to those places is because the adults in college sports who for years could have said, all right, we got ruled against by the NCAA. That's going to be it for us. We're just going to have to take our medicine and take that ruling and move on. Now they all run to a courtroom. Now they all say, no, I bet there's a judge that will let me do this. And at what point, like, again, what is the point of the rules if all the people who want the rules, who say the rules matter, the second the rules come down on them, they run to a judge and say, please don't make them apply to me. Yeah. Like, yes, I understand they have the right to do that. But again, we want to live in a society, don't we? I know this is idealistic.
I really don't know if we do anymore.
Well, that's
honestly.
my point. Like,
Are you kidding me? Where are we at in society today?
Right. I feel like I'm an old man ranting at clouds. But
I'm
like
40.
Well, okay. Like for years when you go to a gas station, I know these are kind of going away because people don't use cash anymore. But like when I was a kid, they had the coin jar, the coin tray, where it's like you get change, you get 4 pennies back in your change. You go, I don't want the pennies. Right. You drop them in there, take a penny, leave a penny, right? There's no rule preventing you from walking in, grabbing all the pennies and leaving. But if you do that, they won't have that system anymore. It will go away.
Sure.
Like we let that system happen because it's a nice thing when you have like, oh, it was $7.01. You could give them, a 10 and a penny and you didn't have to get change back. That was a nice little system we had worked out unless someone comes in and tries to swipe everything and go, no, I want it for me. That's what it feels like is happening in college sports where we could have this system. The NCAA could work a little bit. They've got their flaws. They're terrible. But when they come down and say, your guy gambled on sports, you signed him up 6 months ago, he's not eligible to play, you run to the courts and say, oh my gosh, this poor kid's mental health. He's got his support system here that he just met in January. Yep. What will happen to him? It's his 3rd school he's been to. What do you mean what will happen to him? He'll transfer somewhere else where they'll let him play, I'm sure. But someone should put their foot down. And for this Clay Campbell guy or Cody Campbell guy to sit here and say, it's not going to be us. Like, that's the problem right there. That's the number one issue. So I hope the Big 12 steps in and says, we won't play him. The Big 10 says they are discussing not playing him either. Georgia has said we're not scheduling.
In any sport.
Let's not, not just in football, basketball, baseball, softball, every sport they do. And if they say, well, why not? This is why. This is clearly why.
I'm hoping this turns out like one of the more recent and few NCAA court wins they got with the Charles Bediako Alabama situation, where that went to court where it was like getting, they were
a judge said he could play,
ruling, and then they would take it to a different judge, and it seemed like it went back and forth for a while, and it took like 6 weeks, but in the end, common sense prevailed, and he was ruled ineligible to play because he had played in the G League for like 3 years. I'm hoping this kind of turns out the same way. Like this will get appealed, or it'll go to a higher court. Eventually, it'll come to an end, and hopefully, common sense prevails.
Charles Bediako, for those who don't remember, was the Alabama player who had been like drafted. I want to say, played in the G League, played maybe even in an NBA game or two, and then came back to college. And Nate Oates, their coach, was like, "Well, this is a great environment for him to learn." And it didn't work out for him playing pro, but he's still got eligibility left. And they sued and won because a Tuscaloosa judge or something like that let him do it. And then it went to a higher court and they said, absolutely not, and threw it out and he had to stop playing. But I'm telling you, you don't have to let it get to that. And I think
I agree.
That's the
issue.
For college sports to wait around until, because the NCAA has appealed this. We'll see what happens with that appeal. If I'm the Big 12, I'm getting my guys together today and tomorrow, and I'm including all the Texas Tech people and saying, you can listen in on this call. I want you to hear how much everyone on this room hates your guts right now and does not want to do business with you.
And they don't respect you.
Why don't you go be Notre Dame? Go be independent, brother. Go have fun with that. If you don't think this conference matters, go over there, be independent, and see what happens to you. And maybe nothing will. Maybe they'll be awesome being independent.
I don't know. They'd probably have to schedule with Houston Christian. Like I don't think anybody's going to want to schedule them regardless.
Yeah. And then sure, sue them for all colluding against you, and then sue everybody and say it's all about you. At some point, if everyone in college sports points to them and says, you're the problem, maybe.
Nope.
There's just a shred of shame
that
will
shame.
hit their forehead.
And we know this.
And they'll go, maybe we should just drop this.
We see this in society where everybody could be pointing to you and you're wrong, and it's somebody else's fault. I'm not wrong. You're the dummy. You're the loser. You're the idiot. That's just where we're at.
I know. But like the number one most important thing to me is not, does this appeal go through, or does, the number one thing for me is that these conferences grow a backbone and say, fine, you can win your little battles in court. The rest of us are going to be done with that. We're not going to court over everything all the time. We're just going to not play you. If you play players who should not be eligible under actual rules that exist. And by the way, the NCAA has not changed on this.
No.
Their rule says they can't play. A judge said they can't enforce that rule. I would let the conferences say, great, we're not the NCAA. We're conferences.
Yep.
We can do our own thing. I also think the college football playoff should say not eligible to play in our college. Why do you have to be eligible to play in the playoff?
And don't rank
What right
them.
do you have to that?
Yeah, don't rank them.
Don't rake them.
Yeah.
AP voters.
Sure.
Leave them off your ballot.
Absolutely.
All of you.
Yep.
Everyone. Like, the whole sport can actually get together and grassroots this thing.
Yes, they can.
Where they can, yes, by the legal definition, they're right. They can still have him on their team. But they don't have any good games to play. And no matter what they do, they won't get ranked. And no matter what they do, they won't make the playoffs. There's still a way to fix this if the adults want to grow backbones. But if everybody just looks and goes, I wish Congress would do something, then you're right. We'll never get this fixed. I am so disgusted by that ruling yesterday.
Busted and disgusted.
If you can't tell, it's just, it's rude. I mean, like, literally what rules do we have in sports that are as cut and dry as don't bet on the game?
Now,
like, you
unfair.
can't. In any other sport, you can't bet on the game. In any other sport, you can't fight the referees. I think that one's pretty clear.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can technically dope and like put drugs in your body to perform in most sports. But in baseball, you could up until like the early 2000s. But in baseball, you could not bet on the game.
Right.
Like, go ask the Black Sox from 1919 how that went. Like, you just can't do it. This is crystal clear, cut and dry. And now we're like, well, I don't know. Maybe they can. That's a little bit tough to make this kid not play football because he bet on the games. Yeah.
And only
supposed
in
to be tough.
collegiate athletics can this happen. Because in no other sports league setup would they even consider the fact that this would be kosher.
No.
Right? Like, that's just, it's not even a thought process anywhere else.
No, it is truly bizarre and truly stunning that we're even at a point with this. And I don't lump it in with all the other losses in court, because some of those, it's like, okay, well, the NCAA decided not to do an employment structure. That's kind of, you're going to open yourself up to that. This one is pretty clear. Like, every other league in the world says you can't gamble on the games. And then now suddenly you can in college sports. So fun. One of the weirdest situations in the NFL could be getting resolved soon. We'll tell you about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Starting to see some major delays and slowdowns for you if you're traveling on the north side of Columbus, really by Worthington. The two right lanes are blocked on 270 in that eastbound direction at that 23 split out there. Of course, go slow, take it easy, and maybe take 161 if you're heading across town this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
High energy bills? Your HVAC system could be the reason. Save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with Columbus Worthington Air. Smart homeowners know an old air conditioner can cost you more every month. Don't let it drain your wallet. Upgrade to efficient, reliable comfort with payment options that fit your budget. Backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Did you know that 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone? They have low energy, low sex drive, low motivation, and barely recognize themselves. But 100% of them can get all that back and feel like themselves again at Low T Center. Low T Center is the original TRT clinic, changing lives since 2009. They can help you get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. They even work with most major insurance providers. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test. That's fixmylowt.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate it.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, T-Bone's getting his emotions back regulated, so I'm going to start this one off with a hot take not related to sports. I want to see where you guys land on this one. I think weddings are one of those things that people say they like, but nobody actually likes them. That is everybody involved in the wedding. The bride and groom, that is a stressful time. Weddings are expensive. If you have somebody else paying for it, they're trying to dictate what it looks like and who's going to be there. If you're a part of the bridal party, like, bridesmaids, that whole thing, I don't think any of them are ever happy. Somebody's telling you how to dress, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and somebody take pictures, somebody's got to write a toast. Groomsmen's not as bad. You just don't drink on the wedding day, hopefully. And then if you're attending a wedding, if you got to travel, that's an expense. You got to buy a gift, and these people get divorced. I have yet to receive a refund on a gift I have bought when I've gone to weddings of couples that are now divorced. And then you go into a room full of people that you might not even know, and you're supposed to be social. Like, the whole thing to me, I didn't have one. We went to the courthouse, so maybe that plays into it. But I think people lie about how much they actually like weddings.
Well, I feel like there's an institutional amount of lying that goes into that because we're trying to keep everyone happy. I don't think everyone hates weddings. I'm going to push back on that and say that there are, I think, at least 3 categories of people who don't hate weddings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I do think by and large, if we're talking about a man-woman marriage, right, in this situation, I do think like the bride, more often than not, is excited about the wedding. Some or many aspects of the wedding. Maybe not all. Maybe some of it is nerve-wracking and all, but like I think the bride does look forward to the ideal getting to pick out the dress.
Sure.
Getting to decide on the cake, having the moment. Like, there's
nothing
moments.
to do with the man.
I would say that.
No, nothing to do with the guy.
I'd also say
no.
that nobody hates a wedding day more than a bride.
You think so?
Oh, I mean, just the stress and is everything right? And one of my bridesmaids is doing something that just pissed me off. And then after you go and get married and go to the reception, you don't get to really dance. You don't get to enjoy the food because you got to entertain a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Here's your uncle, your third uncle that you haven't seen in years, but your mom said you had to invite them and you got to go have I haven't seen you since you were this tall. Yeah, you shouldn't be here. I don't know you very well. But mom said you had to be here.
Yes, right. Well, that's what I was going to. That gets me to person number 2, who I think generally is excited about weddings, the moms.
Yeah.
Because I think the moms enjoy that stuff, both the bride and the groom or, whatever. Like, I think the moms get more excited about that. Dads to a degree, too. But, like, I think it's really for the brides. The moms typically get into it. And then I think third is, like, that person you just mentioned, the random-ass people who are like, we got invited. Wow, they didn't forget about us. Like, they feel privileged to be there. We feel lucky to be there. Some of them. Now, me, I'm with you. If I get an invite, and it is especially for someone where it's like, really? You remembered me? Damn it. Like, I don't want to go. I would much rather send a card and some well wishes and some cash. I'll send that all day.
I'm not even doing that, man.
I'm just saying, I would gladly send cash as opposed to being there in person.
I don't even buy a gift anymore. My presence is a present at this point. Like,
okay, Kanye.
No, I'm being totally serious.
That is a little, that's pretty.
Like, I mean, no, I mean, listen, 20%, I would say 20% of the weddings that I've been to have not ended very well. And I have yet to see a refund on that.
Do you mean the marriage?
Yes.
The wedding didn't have like gunplay or something.
Yes, the
like,
marriage,
like, okay.
Excuse me.
I got what you're saying.
Did not end well. I haven't seen anything back on that. Like, what are we doing? We should really buy the gifts for the anniversaries.
Well,
but day one, you haven't done anything hard yet.
Well, that's that. Well, depends on who it is. I'll give you. I mean, it's a little bit of. I'm just saying. I would agree with you that though, like a 10-year anniversary. Now it's like, hey, we're gonna have a little reception, and if you want to bring a gift, like that would be something where it's like, wow, you made it to 10 years. That's really impressive. Here you go. Yeah, I can. That makes more sense than the wedding day. I'll give you that.
I'm in a 4th category. I remember all the cuisine I've had at every wedding that I've went to, and that's why I like going to weddings.
So you like going to weddings?
To eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, okay, the food is free.
Yes.
But it's also, I'm going to just say, not all wedding food is created equal. I've had a few dishes that are great. Most of the time, though, it's just like, I would have rather picked out something myself at a restaurant that I already know I like, as opposed to like whatever caterer you picked out that you like with dishes that you approve of that are also on a budget. Like, I'm saying, like, now the thing I do like is an open bar.
Yeah.
But I'm a hypocrite. I always feel guilty because when I got married, I mean, we were very religious and also very cheap. And so we did our wedding at a church. So we avoided all of the but now I think back on that and I feel bad for all the people who came to my wedding because there was no alcohol. And I had some friends, but I did have some friends from the Christian school that I went to who I found out later were in the parking lot just getting wasted.
That is hilarious.
They brought beer and whatever else in the trunk, and they were out like tailgating in the church parking lot. So I'm proud that they did that. But yeah, like I feel bad drinking the free booze because I'm like, I never put into this system.
Please.
But I still drink it.
Where are we at on DJ versus band? Because that's another thing I get kind of fired up about.
That's a tough call.
I don't know if I've ever been to a wedding with a live band. It's all been DJs.
I've been to a couple.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to a few with a live band. The live band, if they are really good, be, I think your average experience with the DJ versus a live band, DJ is going to be better.
Yeah.
But the ceiling is better for a band than a DJ.
Joshua, we're talking to someone who goes to concerts and laundromats.
No, I get it. I get it.
I do.
But there's something about a band trying to cover Get Low that doesn't really get it done.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the band has to know the audience. They have to know their musical abilities. They have to be very versatile. And then they have to be great performers. And just all those combos, you can find them. There are great wedding band performers out there. But the amount of those, the hits are going to be way fewer than the tons and tons of misses. Whereas if you get a DJ, you're probably getting a much better experience on average. But if you get that one wedding band, that could blow the top off the roof. Like, that could be awesome. But
when you say know your audience, what do you mean by that? Do you care to elaborate?
Yeah. I mean, if you've got if the bride and groom are like, we want like modern pop hits, and then everyone in your audience is like 100, they're not going to enjoy that. They're not going to dance. It's not going to be worth it to you. Get a DJ who can play a lot more varieties of things that'll get people moving.
You got to play Frank Sinatra for the old folks in there.
Yeah, you got to give them a little bit of something.
Y'all can stay for just a little bit. I'll have some yacht rock for you, and then I need you gone because the dance floor has got to be packed. I went to a wedding that had both one time. They had
DJ and band.
They had a band first, and the band did their whole deal.
Was it Limp Bizkit? Because they had a DJ and DJ Lethal was there. Yeah,
and then they moved everybody out, put the lights down.
Yeah,
DJ came up, light show, smoked the whole deal. It was pretty.
Now that's a good call.
They had a whole lineup for their wedding.
Have the band play like the songs that they can handle, and it's not too crazy, and it's early on. It's cocktail hour. It's all that stuff.
Yep.
Then as the dance floor needs to happen, you got to have the range to play all these hits. Now you go to DJ. That's a really good move.
Now I had to fly down
expensive wedding
to Mexico to be a part of this.
Now see. That's right.
By the way, if I'm traveling, especially internationally, there's no chance in hell you're getting. I'm not buying a toaster.
Oh,
not doing it.
Well, yeah. How you getting it back? Like, oh yeah, now you got to take 18 bags of luggage back international flight. Get out of here.
You buy it on the registry, and then they mail it to your house or whatever.
I'm still not doing that.
Joshua, we're close to the same age, and T-Bone's a millennial with us, though, an elder millennial. Are you guys even getting invited to weddings anymore? And if you are they second weddings?
We're going to hit the second wave here soon.
Yes, because I haven't been invited to a wedding in like 3 years.
Here's the thing. I'm now reaching the age where soon the people that I know, their kids will be getting married, and there will probably be some of those weddings that we will get invited to that I will have to politely turn down and say, sorry, I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, you remember him? We used to live next to them. And it's like, no, they don't. The kid doesn't remember me. It's their day. Let them have the people that actually matter to them.
The worst thing has to be
go to those weddings.
Introduction on your wedding day.
No, I don't want that.
Like, hey.
We walk through and you have to shake the hands and be like, I'm here with so-and-so.
Yes.
That's
no shot.
That's the worst. All right. By the way, the weird situation in the NFL that could be getting resolved. That's Brandon Ayuk. Apparently, he now posted and said that the Niners are, I'm going to paraphrase, wusses for not getting rid of him sooner. So here's the thing. He has still got a contract with the Niners. They still are not paying him because he didn't go back and do rehab with them. Coming up in the fall camp season, when that starts in late July, if he does not show up to camp and get a physical, he will be subject to, I think it's $50,000 a day of fines. If he does show up and get the physical, then it'll be, all right, I was here, can't find me, but I'm going to be a problem. And that will be probably when they have to try to trade him, if they can.
I like the process of, well, y'all are scared. Like, if you're scared, just say that. Like, that to me is a great way to try to get what you want in this situation.
Yeah, calling them scared.
Yes.
Good luck with all that.
Yes.
It's a mess.
It is.
That situation's been going on for over a year, but we may be getting closer to a resolution, which is at least the slightly good news there. All right, we'll hit the buzzer next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, that north side commute getting a whole lot slower this morning. That's after a crash we're noticing 270 eastbound at 315. This is over closer towards Worthington. You have essentially 3 right lanes that are blocked, and you can only imagine what that's doing to your commute times. 5 miles per hour for your speeds and about a 29-minute delay for many of our drivers this morning. Once again, heading towards the east side of the city. Definitely take 161 to avoid the crash, the traffic, and get around this mess. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we put new windows in a Dublin home last week. You wouldn't believe how much new light was let in. Changed the entire mood of the home.
You don't need fancy windows to change the mood of a room, Leslie. Know what else will do that? Wilson's Wicks, my new candle line. Here, smell this one.
Oh, that's bad.
I call it warm tuna salad. It's not for everyone.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Just the thought of raising my arms or bending down to pick something up scares me because I know that pain comes with doing any of that. Unfortunately, my kids and friends have to suffer because I can't play with them like I want to. Hey, it's Tyvis, and I have good news for you. QC Kinetics have relieved me from my pain and suffering, and I feel like I am in my prime. You've heard me talk about Dr. Tesner and the team at QC Kinetics and how they helped me get rid of my knee and shoulder pain. No missing work, no surgeries, and no long recovery. And I love hearing from you, how we here at The Fan helped you turn those I can'ts to I can'ts and get back to living the best days of your life. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. Let's get rid of that pain starting now. The consultation is totally free to see if you're a good candidate. Offices in Dublin and Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us, and we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Common Man here. Join me June 20th for the Common Man Mile at this year's Fan 5K in Westerville. Get signed up at 971therace.com.
The 97.1 The Fan 5K is presented by Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, and the Common Man Mile is sponsored by Rose Pest Solutions. Rose Pest Solutions has been protecting Columbus homes and businesses for over 165 years. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
This is Gordon Miller for Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. As a third-generation family-owned business, I learned early on the importance of relationships and always looking out for the best interest of the consumer. So back in 1987, I witnessed firsthand how closing costs worked and did not like what I saw. Averaging upwards of $15,000, the cost of refinancing was so high, it prevented borrowers from lowering their payment, while the cash to close on a purchase was doubled. That's insane. So 39 years ago, I developed a loan option without any cost at all. Instead of using your money, we used the lender's money. The result? A zero closing cost mortgage. Fast forward to today, and we've now saved consumers over $500 million in needless fees. So before you hand your money over to your lender, call Miller Lending and see why a no-cost loan is right for you. 877-9-NO-COST, or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 250-2146.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joshua Perry's been filling in as Tyvis has been off on paternity leave. Now joining us as well, Eric Reeser. Hello, Reese. Good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning.
So we have an announcement. I guess it's been announced for those who are not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dom Tiberi has officially announced his retirement from his full-time role at 10 TV after 45 years.
Heck of a run.
45 years.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you looking at me and going, God, that guy looks old. I'm 43 years is what I'm trying to tell. Like, Dom's been doing this longer than I've been alive at this same place, which is incredible. But Dom Tiberi is a treasure, all that stuff. He is an institution in Columbus. But the nuts and bolts that I want to get to is you guys have Tuesdays with Tiberi.
Sure do.
So what's happening with that, given that Dom is stepping away from a full-time role?
Dom's not going anywhere on the program.
That's
Tuesdays, 10:30 will be Dom Tiberi.
Well, today is a Tuesday.
Even on vacation, he'll
Sure, absolutely.
He's not missing a Tuesday.
Calling from Aruba.
If he does miss a Tuesday, then something might be wrong.
Okay. So see,
He'll be in with us today for a little extended version of Tuesdays with Tiberi.
There we go.
I do not know what else to preview there.
That's fine. Well,
Dom will be in here and we'll turn the mic on.
Yeah, and you'll get stories of, I'm guessing, over the last 45 years.
He's got every story you could imagine, too. Just listening to him is a treat.
So it's not a full-on retirement. It's just a retirement from, I shouldn't say just, it is a retirement from day-to-day duties. And then once football season rolls around, he'll be back full-time.
He gets to pick.
Ish.
Yeah, he's at that point where he gets to pick.
His job's really not sports anchor. His job's not sports director. His job is Dom Tiberi.
That's right.
It's a job title.
Yeah,
his business card, if they still did those, would just say Dom Tiberi and then the phone number.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Twitter account because I don't know if he's successfully recovered that.
Well, sure.
I think he's in the process of getting it back because now there's just nothing. When you see the account that used to be his had some other stuff on it, whoever hacked it had posted some additional content, and now all that is gone. So I think he's in the process.
What brand of
getting it back.
content did they post?
Cannot say on the air.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of that floating around on Twitter, huh?
That's unfortunate.
I'll tell you what, this website's gone to extra hell in a handbasket.
Oh, Twitter?
The artist formerly known as Twitter. Because now they have those AI-generated, like the flapper banners that you see like in the corner that just generate a new AI slop every time you refresh it.
Insane. I'm as someone who occasionally uses AI to make stupid songs on this radio show, like I have to admit, like if tomorrow it all went away, I would say fine. You know, and maybe to bring this full circle, this NCAA stuff with Brendan Sorsby, maybe I'm being hypocritical here because I fully think AI is like awful and bad and we shouldn't probably be using it, but yet I use it occasionally. And it's like, well, this does help me out a little bit with what I do in my job, but if it went away tomorrow, I'd be all for that.
It's like everything good in moderation.
Well, this is what we have in the NCAA now, where it's like, oh, I want these rules. But no, from my school? Oh, I mean, if I can get a judge to help. I mean, I guess we're all kind of doing a little bit of that, right? That's the issue that I feel like we're
pick
getting
and choose,
to.
but the stakes matter when you do that.
They do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, listen, this AI thing can get out of control, right? But like the stakes are low when you're using AI, right?
Yeah, for one person.
Yes.
Right.
Now, in this case,
with
real
Brendan
high
Sorsby?
stakes, yes.
This is when you guys did that hit during your guys' show yesterday?
Yeah, it dropped in the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, I feel like those are always my favorite when we do mornings where it's like right after our show and then news drops and then
It's usually like, Rothman and I get the breaking news, and they're able to just completely throw out their plans and just focus right on that. And so we were gifted that with the Sorsby injunction, and we kind of this more will I think come out this morning. That this is going to be there's going to be a lot in a lot of time because the NCAA filed an accelerated appeal last night, and so I don't know what that even looks like.
Yeah.
Because all of this is uncharted water for Eric Reeser, not a lawyer.
Well, right. None of us are, but I don't know how you feel about this, Reese. I feel like at some point I want the lawyers and the judges to do better and not constantly just hand the sport over to like the worst elements of the sport, but also
I can't really fault the lawyers in this case because they're just doing their job.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is like my bigger issue is with the Cody Campbells and the people who run sports who keep running to the courts with, please let us not have to abide by the rules that we all said we want. Like, there's your problem right there.
Yeah. So my biggest thing has always been the coaches need to be the ones to set the example here. So Joey Maguire needs to be the one to have a conversation with Cody Campbell.
That's why the coaches can't do it, because he wants his guy.
No,
then this doesn't get fixed, Joshua.
I know, but they're as unscrupulous as anybody. It's Nate Oates saying we want our guy. It's Joey Maguire saying we want our guy. Like, that's the part of the problem is when it comes down to those guys in their best interests, and if they have a bad season, they're probably on the street. You can't trust them to do the right thing either, because they're going to go with their own selfish interests as well.
No, it's.
I do love the posturing by the Big Ten, by Trev Alberts in Nebraska, and by Georgia and their athletic director, because it's like Texas Tech doesn't want to schedule you anyway.
Yeah.
Well, right, but I like what I would like to see.
You cannot play them in any of the sports, but as long as they're eligible for a postseason appearance, that's all they care about.
Well, if I'm the Big 12, that's the one that I truly wonder if they will ever actually grow a spine and say, you know what, screw you.
And they can't, because
you can't play.
Their units are like the reliance of that conference on football units is Texas Tech,
and that's it. Like, it's going to be really tough if they try to do that. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it this way. I watched fans help start the movement that eventually saved the crew. No, it wasn't just the fans, but like when it first started, no one thought that could happen. And I feel like that's what I'm hearing a lot of around college football is like, well, they can't do that. It's like, can't? Or could they if they really wanted to? Could they find a way to work with the TV partners and say, do you think this is good for the health of the sport to play a guy who is openly bet on all these games? But is that the fan poll today, Dylan? Did we get that up there?
Yeah.
971 the fan? Yeah.
Let me pull up the proper.
Brought to you by JT's Pizza Pub. The essential question is like.
I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
In light of the Brendan Sorsby news, should college teams band together and refuse to play Texas Tech?
All right. There you go. You can weigh in on that now on all our social media handles. And Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on The Fan. Thank you, Reese. I don't know why that didn't play.
Yeah. You're welcome. Shove it down your throat. Are you waiting for that?
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
I mean, I hit the thing and it just.
I'm always just so used to you saying that. I don't want to jump over you.
No, it wasn't your fault. I played it.
Trying to get better at that.
It didn't play it. It's fine. So this apparently comes from Front Office Sports. My favorite reporter on the beat, Ben Horney, reported that FanDuel underwent its latest round of layoffs on Friday. Per Front Office Sports, the move is apparently going to impact a few hundred of their roughly 5,000 employees. FanDuel rep says that these changes will strengthen their ability to execute on their long-term strategy. All I know is this. In all the sports gambling news we've had over the last, few years as that's been rolled out, it's been that, this industry is growing and growing and can't be stopped. Well, they've rolled out now in all 50 states pretty much, I'm pretty sure. All the states that are going to have sports gambling now have it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that that's a great sign that now that the industry's fully unveiling itself, you're seeing layoffs. That might be a sign of a worrisome thing to keep an eye on for the sports gambling people. Just a thought as we part ways. More discussion. Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on The Fan. We'll be back tomorrow. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Besides the crash happening still on the north side of Columbus, 270 eastbound at 315, we are seeing some slowdowns in other spots around the city. That includes Reynoldsburg, 70, and that westbound direction by Bryce Road. Also a heads up for our friends in our southeast Columbus area over by Bexley. We're talking 70 at 33, just a little bit slower than usual this morning. Go slow, of course, pack that patience.